And we live. Salute, salute, salute. Appreciate y'all. Welcome to the first episode of conflict resolution. Um, Before I even get started in this situation, I want to say this. One, um, none of this, none of this is about any clout. I'm actually someone in real life. And so is the young king. So this has nothing to do with that. This was to really try to reach an understanding and the hope that the other parties will also be involved. But I think that the young king deserves to at least get off his chest what he needs to have, and this is done after this. You know what I mean? But everybody, do me a favor before you walk in my house. Take your shoes off, dust your feet off, sit back, and enjoy the ride. And remember, when you leave, to take some of these good vibes around to some of these other content creators because they might just need it. All right, salute, welcome, young king. Appreciate you. Stoody,
Yeah.
can you hear me? All right,
Yep. My
welcome.
bad.
Appreciate you.
I want to
Okay.
say this first of all to everybody who don't know who I am. I'm Stoody to Groovey of the Who Asked You podcast. Now, bef- I'm gonna say this one part, and then I'm gonna try to start off positive, and then we're gonna get into uh, the shits. Okay. I don't like when a narrative is spun. Clearly, if this was for clout, I would have had it on my channel. But I purposely chose somebody that I know is 100% and is non-biased to have this conversation. I allow you put Street. That's why I'm on Street's channel. If it was for clout, if it was for attention, if I wanted to get into a YouTube beef, I would have done it on my own channel. But that's not what it was about. It is about me trying to get at a common ground with somebody that I considered a sister, because I got a lot of YouTube associates, men and female, and all of them don't get called bro and sis. So when I feel like you are up to par to that energy, I give you that title. Like, I don't say that um, lightly. So I feel like when you have as close of a friendship as you can on the internet, you should be able to speak your opinion on if you think somebody is bugging or not. Because truth be told, all of the people that are ass kissing and went from ancestors, unks, spirituality to Jesus Christ in 2.5 seconds, they're not real, because they're afraid of you condemning them the way that you condemn me for speaking their mind. I'm gonna get into what you said, that you got offended. You said that because I said that I have love and respect for you, but I'm not going to watch your lives anymore. And I said that out of respect, because I don't want to go back and forth with you head up to head up every time you go live, because I know the information that you know. And whether you want to play this new Pastor Rose role or not, you know what you're doing. And I'm sorry that everybody else ain't real enough to say how they feel to you. Like, I'm sorry that everybody will rather just kiss your ass and get wrench tokens instead of being real and talking to you as a person. Because I liked you as a person, not as a YouTuber or anything like that. As a person, like, I appreciate the fact that we linked through Young Pharaoh, and nobody has. I want to put this on the wax too. Nobody has brought people to my channel except for Young Pharaoh. Outside of Young Pharaoh, it's been Tools and Fuse and barely anybody who come in from me rocking with other people. Like, I think that's a false narrative. I appreciate the fact, and I did shout you out because I appreciated the fact that you gave me an early birthday present. That's why I felt like it should be okay for me to call out what I see wrong, because we link like that. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I never ever condemned you for being a Christian. That's a false narrative. My issue was you down talking the ancestors, saying everybody going to hell. But you were just doing that not even a week ago. I kid you not, maybe a month or two ago, you said out of your mouth, I'm advancing. I'm going more into my spiritual. I'm going I'm going to be astral projecting and talking to spirits and yada yada yada. You were just on that. But because what? Because Haitian QT told you to be a Christian, now you're an ultra super mega Christian, and everybody that you know, the whole platform that you built, all the connections, all the networking that you did, we're all going to hell, and we all on the wrong path because Haitian QT says so. That's crazy. And I want to shout out all the people who are playing both sides. I want to shout out to all the people who acted like they were cool, and it's a couple bros and sisters too that's talking sideways and calling me a snake and a sheep in wolf's clothing. Wolf in sheep's clothing, excuse me, and all these other negative connotations, when I feel like I'm the realest person that was in your circle because I'm the only one that said something, that had the balls to speak their mind. You know how many people hit me up on the side asking me how I feel about this and telling me how their real opinion is, and they were too scared. Yeah, they were too scared to tell you how they felt. But I feel like because everybody came to me, I was supposed to be the vessel anyway. And this is what disappointed me too. You just told. Oh, shout out to Haitian QT. I was in the bushes because I saw that. I guess I'm a terrorist now. But you're telling people, like Nene said something like, "Why didn't he just come to you?" Tell people why I could not talk to you. Because you blocked me. That's the only reason why me and you did not have the conversation. When I said what I said, let me get that out. Let me put that out. Is because you said that you've already repented from putting the ankh on your body. And it's like, oh yeah, what's up, Nene? I guess I'm a snake and stuff because I'm the only person who speaks my mind, no matter who's in the room. Like I thought that was pretty dope. Like that felt good. But anyways, I just lost track of what I was saying. But I feel like
let me hold one
no,
minute, Young
hold
King.
on, because hold on, wait. Before you start, I want to say she did not tell people that she challenged me to a debate. And for those who don't know, I was traveling. That's why I couldn't get online. I was actually talking the street around that time, and our connection kept messing up. I was in the mountains. That's why I didn't go live. So I told her, because I was blocked from Facebook, because that's how close we were supposed to be, that we literally was talking. Uh, she blocked me. So I said
Stoody,
in her comments, after seeing people slander my name and talk all this hard shit about me, I guess. I mean, that was a fast little turnaround. Like a lot of people who was like, "Oh, you're intelligent. Oh, I believe in you. Oh, you gonna make. You gonna get big. Blah 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 blah." I turned real snakish real quick, I guess. But it's just that's just crazy, man. It's crazy.
Stoody, Stoody, you wanna did you wanna speak to Nini? Do you want to drop the link?
Yeah, Nene can pop in if she wants to. And mind you, I still want to do the debate. I don't mind debating. Like, and I'm not gonna fake and pretend that I'm okay with listening to Jesus, Jesus, Jesus because I and she knows exactly what that is. So if I can respect the fact that you are on that wave, and I don't want to like hear it, why can't you just why would you block me for that? Like I'm not understanding if we supposed to be on some higher frequency level with each other, why couldn't it just be okay? So let's link up with the debate, and then that can be that. I don't understand what's with the extra stuff. I mean, Nini, you said no. That's not true. Yo, that's not true. I'm gonna address Global and Nini. When she was doing her live and I was typing, I was driving on the highway. I was in West Virginia and I got caught in between some mountains. And if anybody who travels knows that the signal sucks when you're driving through mountains. So by the time I got out of the mountains and I looked, I seen everybody talking shit about me in the comments. So then I went to Facebook to ask her, when do you want to do this? And I was blocked. So no, she did not ask me. Well, if she did ask me publicly, it was when I couldn't respond. And then by the time I was ready to respond, I was blocked. Global, you can't listen. Global, you cannot set up an interview. I mean, you can't set up a debate with somebody that you cut off communication with. And then I ignored all the stuff that everybody was saying about me. And I said, let's have a debate then. And I got no response. So that narrative that I'm a snake and he could have said this to her face, yada yada yada, that's not fair, and that's not taking into account the events leading up to this live right here.
Stoody, Nini is here. Hey, Nini.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's good?
Okay,
You got
so
I guess I'm a wolf. I guess I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing.
okay, so from my understanding, I was in the chat that day. We were all in the chat when you did that. When you was in the comment, and I guess you made the comment saying that you couldn't rock with that, and you wouldn't be tuning in anymore. And then it was conversation in the chat, because actually I had told you, I say maybe you should just go up there. Maybe you should just hit the link. You said you was driving. So I think her issue is you doing this. I think that Ashe has a lot already going on. And I just think that she kind of expected you to, respect whatever decision she was making in the moment.
When
Whether
did
you
I ever
agree with it
say
or not, because
because
me and you don't agree on Trump. We don't agree on that. You know what I mean? But I would never stop tuning in to you based off of your beliefs about Trump. And so
I
I kind of
wouldn't
think that
no
that's
listen.
why
I
she feels
wouldn't
the way that
expect
she
every
feels.
time I talk about Trump, if I talked about Trump every single day and I based my whole entire platform on Donald Trump, I would not feel a way if you said, bro, I love and respect you, but I'm not about to listen to this. I would respect that. I don't see the problem. I feel like that is the realest thing for me to do. Like I could, if I was like talking to everybody else behind her back and talking shit like, oh, she on that Christian shit, da da da. Then I could see y'all calling me all these names and all these negative things and calling me a terrorist. Like I understand that, but I actually did it straight up. Like I'm not into the Jesus talk. It does not meld with my frequency, so I'm not going to listen to it. And how, like, why, like, what's wrong with that? If somebody don't care about science, why would I get mad at them for not wanting to listen to my lectures? Like,
I think the point that make sense. I think the point that she's trying to make is that you didn't have to verbally say it. You know what I mean? Like you could have just kept it moving. You know what I mean? Like,
you know how many people?
It's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. You know what I mean? That I see on YouTube every day, and it can be from it can be from kids. And you know what I do? I keep it moving. You know what I mean?
But that's not my personality. Is if I feel some type of way, I'm gonna say something, especially with people that I respect. Like that's the thing that's I'm not understanding. If we're all supposed to be on the same realm, and she feels like she's like she was saying in the last line that she bigger than me, and to just minimize what she said, like I'm irrelevant, right? So why, if I'm so irrelevant, if I say that I love and respect you, but I'm not going to listen to this, why does that mean, oh, I'm going to block him? Oh, I'm going to spin the narrative and get in front of this, because I wasn't going to come up here. Listen. This was going to be, hold on, I'm almost done. This was going to be a whole different conversation. Before, like, even with all the disrespect that I saw, her liking people saying, oh, I'm going to unsubscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, I saw all of that. Despite that, this live wasn't even going to be on this until I saw the terrorist, and then I heard what y'all all had to say in the chat and what she was saying, and I'm just like, y'all spinning and turning me into something that I'm not. And I understand that this is YouTube, and that's what YouTubers do when they in the beef sector, but I'm not beefing with Pastor Rose. I'm not doing that. I simply wanted to have a conversation. I simply
have to be Pastor Rose.
Accept her challenge.
You're being sarcastic because she's not a pastor. That's number one. And number two, I kind of feel like if you didn't agree with it, but this is somebody that you claim that you fuck with, and y'all supposed to have been cool, etc., like, why would you let something like her religious beliefs get in the way of what y'all supposed to have built or are building? Like, that's crazy. I would never let somebody's religious belief and their choices in their personal life, might I add, get in the way of our friendship or whatever it was that we was building. And that's
she did that. No, she did that.
And it's not y'all. It's not y'all, because I said I don't agree with the way that you handled it. I don't.
Listen, you went hard on me about Trump, and I've laughed and like had the conversation with you. I didn't say because you don't like Trump and you don't want to hear me talk about Trump, then block, and you're a snake, and I see what energy you on, and yada yada yada.
Yeah, but like, I
didn't do that to you.
Yeah, but Stoody, you never came in my chat. Well, I don't go live very often anyway, but you never came in my chat either and was like, oh, well, I'm not going to tune in anymore. Like, I have to keep it real. Like, I would have felt some kind of way about that too, had you done that, because my personal business and my personal beliefs are just that. They're personal. And I kind of feel like if we're supposed to be cool, I wouldn't let that get in the way with whatever it is that we're trying to build. Like, that makes absolutely no sense to me.
I would understand if she said, I'm a Christian now, and everybody who's Christian rock with me, and everybody who's not Christian don't rock with me. I would understand that. But no, what she's been doing is all of y'all are going to hell. Y'all doing demonic shit. I rebuke this, da 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 da. And that's not right. Because
that is an opinion. That's her opinion. You have opinions every day too. That's her opinion.
So if
about what her beliefs are, does that mean that that's gonna happen? Absolutely not. We have opinions every day about different shit. You can't get mad about somebody's opinion on what they think or believe. Like that.
I didn't get mad. That's the thing. That's the thing you don't understand. Like, I did not get mad, and I never said anything disrespectful.
Okay, so what's the purpose of this? What's the purpose of this?
Listen, I asked specific questions. And a lot of those specific questions that I asked, I purposely asked those questions because she's done whole entire lives, lectures throughout the years on those topics. That's why she got upset so much. If I was anybody else, it wouldn't have mattered. But because she thought that I wouldn't say anything because we cool. No, I'm not like in real life. Anybody who knows me in real life, anybody who's had conversations with me, I speak my mind. Like, and I love people who speak their mind. And that's why I have respect for her.
Okay.
And that's why I wanted to do the debate. Like, I don't see how I'm a villain. I don't understand why I'm being vilified for being real.
What I'm saying is, I think that the way that it took a left, that's what I think. I kind of feel like things went left, and I kind of feel like you assumed that was the way she felt. Did you ask her?
Hold on, say that again.
You assumed that because she feel like because you spoke your mind, that's why you got blocked, or that's why she feeling some kind of way. But you didn't ask her. You didn't say, well, this is how I'm feeling.
How can I ask somebody who's blocked me?
Am I reading this situation correctly? Is that the problem? Me speaking my mind, because I kind of feel like that's what's going on.
How? Okay, I'm gonna say two things. You're coming off the narrative that she just spun this morning, but how can I address somebody who I can't talk to?
Okay, so when were you blocked?
By the time I got out of the mountains, after the live was over, I was blocked. After I saw everybody's comments talking shit about me, I went straight to her Facebook and I was blocked.
The same day.
And then I went back to the YouTube channel, and if you look at her video, you can see exactly what I said. I said, bang for Christ, let's have the debate. And then it was nothing. So then I'm like, okay, I want to put it out there that I'm not YouTube beefing with Ashe Divine. I just want to have the debate and have the conversation. That's what this whole thing was going to be about. I don't know why she felt compelled to call me a terrorist and do all the things and say all the shit that y'all was saying in the chat. I don't understand that.
Why do you keep saying y'all, number one? And number two, I kind of feel like you should have just just said that in the chat. Like, all of this stuff that you're saying, you could have said that in the chat when all of this was going on. Like, you kept saying, yeah, y'all are gonna do the build and all of that. But I think that once she seen the comment as far as with you saying, oh, I won't be tuning in no more, I kind of feel like that's what kind of set it off, because actually she was answering your question. In the video, she was answering your questions. I don't know why you felt like she felt some kind of way because you was speaking your mind. Like, it was up more than you in there that was speaking their mind. Like, it was other people in there too that was saying certain shit too. But I kind of feel like she feel like you doing this is just like a little too much. Like, I don't get it.
I don't think
hold
so.
on, let me say something real quick. this, like he said in the beginning, this was never supposed to be about that. He's saying what he's saying now, I guess, based upon the live that she did before this started. He was only going to come up here to say he had no beef with her and he just wanted to have an understanding. And he asked to do it here. And I said, sure. And I reached out to her to let her know because that's the type of person I am. I reached out to her to let her know what was going on. So he never had no ill intent to come over here and start nothing or do nothing like that. He just wanted to say his piece. He just wanted to say it was no beef, it was no ill will, it was no none of that. He just trying to reach an understanding. That's it. I understand it from that standpoint. You know what I mean? We sometimes we got to understand everybody is not at a place in life where they can reach an understanding of how somebody can turn around that quick. Sometimes they need a little help. You know what I mean? I know if I was to do that here on my platform, people would have a couple of questions. I would get that. And a lot of times you might not be in the mood to answer those questions. But when there's somebody that you rock with, you know what I mean? You pay them that respect. And I think that's the only thing that Stoody was expecting. Not saying somebody's right or wrong or anything like that. I think that's the only thing that he was expecting. It was never about anything being disrespectful ever. It was never about that.
Let me ask one question, if
Go
I
ahead.
may.
Oh my God.
Who is Pastor Rose?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Isn't she preaching the word of Christ?
I said, who is Pastor Rose?
I guess Cynthia Rose is Pastor
You
Rose.
guess. You guess that she is now calling and professing herself to be a pastor. You guess. There's a lot of guessing going on here because people are not getting the answers that they need. What what hurts, Studi? Not that you came here per se, but that there are others that you could have reached out to, and you know this. You could have reached out to me. We speak often behind the scenes,
Why
other
would
places.
okay?
May I finish, please? You could have said, I was blocked by my sister. What is going on? Can you find out for me? You could have done that. This Pastor Lee, that is offensive. And the reason why is because she never professed to be a pastor. Just like we all have different different spiritualities, different everything. We are all on a spiritual path. We all elevate.
So
We
wait.
all go through changes in life.
I have to stop you there. I have to stop you there. All due respect. I have to stop you there. She's basing her whole channel on anti esoteric, anti ancient Egyptian, anti everything that she built her platform off of.
Now,
Everything that
now
connected. No, let me finish.
let
Let
me
me finish.
correct you. Let me
Everything,
correct you.
every
That was
the
her.
only reason why I listen, the only reason why I know who Ashe Divine is through Young Pharaoh.
Now
And
let me
what is
ask
Young
you a
Pharaoh all
question.
about?
Let me ask you a
And
question.
the only
Can
reason why I'm
people
bringing that
can
up
people
is because
change?
she's literally talking down on everything that everybody else believes in and saying we're going to hell or we doing demonic stuff, oh this, oh that. But I call her Pastor Rose
Is
because
that
she's
her
preaching
opinion? Is that her opinion? Do you
Christianity.
have an opinion? Does everyone here have an opinion? That is their opinion. She is not the same person that she was 2 months ago because of the things that have happened in her life. You cannot negate what happens to people and why they change. You may be Christian in 1 year, and 10 years from then, you may be esoteric. And then 5 years from now, you could be Muslim. That is our choices. Now, to
And
say
that's
that she is
fine. I
wrong,
never
to
said
say
that she
that she
can't.
is
I
wrong
never
is to
said
say
that
that
I'm not
you
going
are
to rock
wrong
with
for
you
your
because you're
belief as
Christian.
well.
I said I don't. What made me upset is the talking down on the knowledge that she knows. That's the issue.
Have you done the
And
same
because I
thing?
don't, no, please let me just
But
finish
have
the
did
sentence
you
and I'll
do the
shut up.
same
Because
thing?
I don't want to hear her down talk
Well, all you
in
had to
knowledge.
do
I just
was
don't want
leave.
to hear it. So
All you
I
had to
feel
do
like,
was leave and keep it moving. No one told
and
you to
and I
stay and
did. And
listen.
then when I said,
But do you do the same thing? Do you talk down on others for their beliefs? Because you just did. You just said that she was wrong for her beliefs
no,
and how she's talking now. You're doing the same thing. She's saying
I
that
said that
this is what I
there's
believe in and
nothing
this is
wrong with
what I
being
think is
Christian, but if
wrong.
you're going to base all of your Christian content on talking down on the ancestors and Egyptian knowledge and things that run this world, I can't rock with that, and I'm not going to pretend that I
She
do.
What
never
that
So
talked
if
down on
other
it
people,
though. She never talked down
if
on it. She
other
said
people,
specifically, if you
she
go back and
literally
watch
been
that
saying that we
video,
all going to.
if you
She
go and watch
literally was
that
just.
video, she specifically said that did not work for her. That didn't work for her. She never said, okay, well, Stoody, the shit ain't gonna work for you. She just said it did not work for her.
And
That
that's
is her
fine, but to
opinion.
say that all that stuff
You
is
are
going to
upset
make
about
people.
her having an opinion about what she went through. You can't get upset about somebody else's opinion from their own journey.
I think you're going
That's
off of
her
the.
journey.
I really feel like you're going off of the narrative that she painted this morning,
I'm
and you're
not going
fresh off of there because I saw everybody. Like I'm
I
not
was
going to
just
pretend to act
with
like I
all the
didn't see
lies, Judy.
all the
She
people who was
never
talking shit.
bashed
Like
anyone
I'm not
else's belief.
blind
She
to it,
said
and
it
that's
did
fine.
not work for
Like
her.
I understand
She
that that's a
said
part
what
of
and
YouTube.
she said numerous times, she said, I'm not telling nobody
Hold on 1 minute, everybody. Respectfully, if we can all talk at one time, we can't reach an understanding if we talking over top of each other. Like that's not like we all adults here. I think we can respect each other enough to allow each other to be heard. If y'all don't mind, please. And I'm gonna unmute everybody. Can y'all please respect each other enough
I
to hear
apologize.
each
I
other out,
apologize. I
please?
apologize. That was that was wrong on my part. I should have let my brother speak. And for that I apologize. I think what is happening is this happens in the world is that with politics, with religion, with spirituality, people have such strong beliefs. I don't even think this has to do with spirituality. What I think this has to do with is loyalty and love between brothers and sisters. And when you see that someone has went somewhere else and has spoken ill about you after you've shown so much love, that hurts. And that is what she is going through. Am I saying that we are all correct in our beliefs? We don't know what the truth really is. We just have what we've studied. We just know what works for us. And that is what she was trying to imply was that this is working for her now. This is what didn't work for her now. It has nothing to do with years ago. This is where she is in her journey now. I believe in so many things. I believe, yes, there is a higher power, but I also believe in crystals. Sometimes I believe in the energy of crystals and other things. That is me. We all have a right to our beliefs and our spiritualities. But what I'm saying is, I myself think that this can be resolved. I really, really do. If you are brothers and sisters, if you have true love for one another, you can work this out. This is all that I'm saying to you. Do not let others sway you from how you truly feel in your heart about certain people. There are a lot that are in the chat now that people have tried to turn me away from, and I won't do it. Do I agree with everything that they do or say? No. No, because I'm not a follower anymore. They may say leave Studi alone, leave Nini alone, leave whoever alone. I won't do it. I choose. I choose who I follow, who I support, and no one can persuade me any different. I say
But see, that's how
this can
Stoody is
be
feeling.
resolved. I say this can be resolved between Cynthia and Studi. That is all I have to say on it. Studi, if you want to resolve this, get at me. Peace to the chat.
Can I say something real quick before you start talking, Nene?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know who that is, but I don't wacky packy. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but I don't think her pussy needs to be talked about at all. Like I think that is very disrespectful. I'm not hopping on the hate Ashe Divine train, Cynthia Rose train. I'm not hopping on that. I'm not making videos upon videos. None of that. Like that's not what I'm about to do at all. So I don't really like that. Like she's still she's still a mother. She's still a black woman. So we need to respect that. But Roll is more on the money than anybody in here. Uh, and Ben, I think you're very wrong about what you're coming to the conclusion because I don't care about if she's a Christian or not. I wouldn't care if she worshipped a piece of grass. I'm just saying, just because you found a new religion in a new way, you do not have to talk down on stuff that you based your whole entire platform on. And it's not you're mad at me. You're saying that like, oh, I shouldn't call her Pastor Rose, and oh, you're mad at her, but you should just respect her decision. So is it not a disrespect to me if you're talking down on my beliefs? I didn't learn all this knowledge and go every time I get on. I say fuck Christianity. Like that's not what I do. And if she, I would respect it more. And I guess my respect means nothing. I guess because I got blocked and I didn't get a chance to have this conversation with her one on one because I was once again blocked. But if she wants to denounce the things that she used the knowledge for, as in witchcraft, voodoo spells against people, and all the other stuff that she decided to use the knowledge for, then yes, I understand that. But knowledge can be used for good and evil, and if she decided to use it for evil, then yes, say this is what I used to do, and this is why you shouldn't do it. Not all this stuff is evil, and oh, you're going to hell, and fuck the ancestors, Jesus Christ, banging for Christ. Like, and then if I'm saying, okay, let's have the conversation, why would you block me? And I had a chance to respond to her challenging me. And so I don't understand why I got blocked. Because we can't set up a date for a debate and have like intellectual conversation if I can't communicate. So there has to be, if her feelings was hurt by me saying that I'm not going to tune in anymore, then okay, I accept that. I understand that. Maybe I could have said something different. Maybe I could have said, whenever you talk about your newfound religion, I'm not going to listen. But I never unsubscribed from her. I never went on a rampage and talked shit about her or anything. Even the people who hit me up during the live, I was just saying, we just gonna have an intellectual conversation and I'm just gonna be hitting points. It was never about no disrespect. And I don't appreciate, and y'all know who y'all are, all the people who was talking shit about me, because I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not trying to be a YouTube star. I'm making moves to where I won't even really be on this platform doing the shit that I've been doing. So you don't have to worry about subscribing to my channel because YouTube ain't my life. YouTube is a springboard for all the stuff that y'all about to see. So I don't care about views, likes, down likes, wrenches, all the shit that make y'all moist and dick hard. I don't give a fuck about. Like, I don't care. I care about the people I network with that I've gotten to know and the relationships that I've built, but I don't care about none of this YouTube shit. Like, she don't want to be Ashe no more, but she's still the queen of YouTube. I mean, that's just what it is. She good at what she do. I understand that, but I'm not a YouTube ass nigga. Like, if I'm gonna say something, I've always been like that, especially if I care about you. And I'm just frank and honest. I'm sorry. That's what people like me for. Who asked you podcast? That's why people fuck with me, because I'm blunt and I say how I feel. And I understand that sometimes that might hurt people's feelings or it might come off the wrong way. But I apologize. I sincerely apologize for that. But that's just how I am. I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna mute my mic so y'all two can talk.
Okay, so I just think that it was the way that things was done, and she genuinely didn't feel support coming from you as far as with that go. And I kind of feel like when you have a relationship with somebody, their choices and what they believe in, that's their personal choices again. And I kind of feel like it was a better way that you could have handled everything. And that's how I feel about it. I don't know, about moving forward, because I know that she is a little skeptical, especially when it comes to people, doing these panels and stuff about her. So I don't know, what's going to happen in the future, but I just kind of feel like I have to agree with Global. You know what I mean? Like you're in contact with me, you're in contact with Kiss, you're in contact with Global. Like you could have reached out to one of us, or you could have just chilled a little while and then handled it at a later date. But I definitely feel like she feels like you genuinely didn't support her, and I don't think she understands why. I mean, you say because she was bashing other people's religion and their beliefs. But like Global said, you turned around and did the same thing. And so I kind of feel like this is so petty. If y'all really had a genuine friendship or relationship, y'all should definitely try to work it out. And people have to learn that people change and people grow. I change my mind 50 million times a day. You know what I mean? And so y'all have to allow people to grow and elevate and change. And it just kind of seems like everybody have an issue with this girl wanting, to praise the Lord. Like if she want to do that, let her do that. She not hurting nobody. And like I said, I was in the live and I never heard her bash anybody for their beliefs. She was just saying what didn't work for her. That's her personal choice. How it got turned into all of this, I don't know. But I kind of feel like, Stoody, it was a better way that this could have been handled. Now, I don't know about the terrorist stuff that was said and all that other stuff, but I definitely do know that this shit could have been handled differently. And especially being that y'all both supported each other.
Can I ask you?
This wasn't the way to do it.
Can I ask you something? Can I can I can I ask you something? Like what what would everybody wanted him to do? Is the issue him choosing to come over here and say what he's saying? Is that what the issue is? Or is the issue what he originally said, the question that he originally asked? Because again, this wasn't originally supposed to be about what it ended up turning out to be.
Yeah, I heard
So
you. I definitely I heard
what's
you.
the
I think
original?
that it's
What is
just
the
the
issue
oh,
with him?
I think it's the overall situation. I kind of feel like Ashe has been through a lot on these YouTube streets, and um it's been panels done, et cetera, et cetera. And I just kind of feel like that's a part of the problem. You know what I mean? And so that's all I'm saying. I
I
definitely
think
feel like it could
that
have been
she
treated.
misinterpreted me saying that I'm not going to be tuning in means that I'm not supporting her. I just don't want to hear it, and I'm not going to pretend that I agree or like. And I felt like our relationship was cool enough to where I could speak my mind. Like I don't like people say shit to me all the time, even on my show or when I'm on other people's show that okay, I don't agree with it, especially when it comes to me, but I let it rock. Like I wouldn't block nobody if they said like if people said I don't want to watch you no more when you talk about Trump, I'll be like, okay, I'll see you on the science one. I mean, I wouldn't take that offensive. And I
I
guess
think it's good for everything.
everybody just in the same way that other people feel like I should have said it in a different way. I feel like she should have took it a different way. Cause I would have been like, respect. Like that's showing the utmost respect. That's like I'm not gonna be fake with you. I'm not going to talk shit about you behind your back. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm just not gonna tune in when you talk about Christianity. And I feel like I have a right to pick and choose what I want to bring into my realm of existence. Just like I don't click on Christian channels, just like I purposely don't go to church, why can't I tell somebody that I respect and love that you're on something that I don't want to be a part of? So that's, I'm not going to listen to it. Real Talk says, I mean, Stoody, bro, you can't support if you don't watch. I don't know how she took it. You said you'll still support her, but don't want to watch her. That don't make sense. Let me explain it to you this way. I didn't go around. This is how I can support without watching. I didn't go around talking shit. I didn't block her. I didn't unsubscribe to her. I didn't down like any of her videos. That's how I'm still supporting. Does that make sense?
I just kind of feel like some things are better left unsaid. It's
But that's
it's
not
stuff
how.
that it's stuff that Cynthia says that I don't agree with as well. Do I go in her chat and be like, oh well, you talking about A, B, C, and D, so I won't be tuning in no more? No. What
Y'all are
I
coming from
do
a
is
YouTube.
I keep it moving.
Y'all
And so
are
I kind
coming
of feel
from.
like at that point she just didn't feel the support. She didn't feel supported. And she didn't feel like like you genuinely supported her choices. Everybody is entitled to their own choices. You have a choice not to tune in. She has a choice to believe that there's power in the name of Jesus. And it
And
just
she
kind of
can
feel like
believe that.
that wasn't respected. Like you felt like she was bashing your religion and the ancestors. And I just honestly, being
If
in the
she
chat,
literally pointed,
I
listen.
didn't feel like she was doing that. She
This is
was
the
being
this
simply
is just a
saying like, look,
small.
this is what happened to me, and this is what worked, this is what didn't work.
So did she not say how many spells, how many altars, how many ancestors are you going to call on until you get to Jesus? Did she not say that? Almost verbatim. Did she not point to the Ankh and say, "Oh, I've already been"? No, please let me finish. She literally pointed to the Ankh on her arm, which is the symbol of life, and it has been for millennia. Did she not say that, oh, I've already been forgiven for this? I've already rebuked this. Did she not say that? So how is
Yeah,
that not disrespect?
she wasn't. She was speaking. And so you're upset because she was saying she repented for that. That has nothing to do with you. That's about her repentance for
And
that.
when I said I'm not going to
That
listen,
has absolutely nothing to do with you. What she did as far as with the.
I said that is disrespecting the ancestors. So I'm not respectfully. I'm not going to listen. Like
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you made it
understanding why
personal.
is that bad. Like I'm not connecting in my synapses how that was wrong. If she's going to be down talking information that she knows, I have the right not to listen, and it was my right to say respectfully. I'm respecting her as a person to say I respect you, I love you, but I'm not going to be tuning into this. Now, most people who don't agree are sitting in watching her stuff, then talking shit or unsubscribed or doing all the other YouTube shit.
I think you took that though and you personalized that. And that wasn't her intent. Her intent in saying it is, look, this is, I repented for that. Yes, I done it. I got it on me. I've repented for that and I'm moving on. What you done, it seemed like, is you took that, you personalized it, and you're trying to make it seem like in some kind of way it was disrespectful to you. She was speaking in terms of herself. And she said that numerous times in the video. But I just kind of feel like at this point it's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on off. Thank you for letting me come up here street, but I'm gonna just go on and hop off because this crazy. But yeah, people, y'all learn to respect people's choices and their beliefs and religion. Like I would have definitely felt offended if somebody who I thought was cool with, chose to verbally
So
tell
is
me,
it
oh,
that
well,
I'm not
I'm not going
walking in the
to.
okay, what's the real issue? Is it that I'm not going to be tuning in, or is it because I'm not walking with Christ? Because
No,
let's remember,
it's
let's
the
let's
whole,
let's not
it's
please let me finish.
everything.
Let's not
It's, but
pretend,
you asked me a
let's
question and
not
you're talking
pretend
over
that
me.
she did not
You
preface
asked me a
her
question and you're talking over me.
did she not preface her rebrand with, I know a lot of people aren't going to like this. I know some people might not be my friend anymore. I'm prepared for that. I know that. Did she not preface this whole rebrand with that? Did I not, when she very first said it, says, I respect and understand you. I love you. I will support you regardless. Y'all cannot dictate the way that I choose to support somebody that I care about. I didn't go on no fuck Ashe train. Even in the what I was talking about, I was talking about Christianity. I said nothing personal to or about Cynthia. And when she challenged me, I said, okay, my bad that I was driving through West Virginia in mountains, street. You can attest to that our signal was fucking up. So I'm not just making shit up. That's the only reason why
That's a
I
fact.
didn't get on her live. So this
Nobody's trying
narrative
to
that she
dictate
that she
how
built
you nobody's
is
trying to
crazy.
dictate who you support and what you do. But I would think that if you truly cared and this was somebody that you truly rock with, that you wouldn't allow their personal beliefs to get in the way of whatever it was y'all supposed to have to build. And that's
I
just my
didn't. I'm
personal
not the one
opinion.
who blocked her.
But yes, you
I'm
did. Like
not the
you
one that
said it.
casted her aside. I just
You told her when she first came out, you said, I support you, I love you, even though that ain't my belief, I still rock with you. Then you turn around as soon as she says something you don't like or don't agree with, it's, oh well, I can't tune in no more. I still support you, but I won't be tuning in no more because you disrespected the ancestors. Like that, her personal journey again has nothing to do with you. You took
in
her
talking
personal
about
journey
Christ.
and you personalized it like she was
I
taking
get
a
it.
jab at you,
You
and
can
that's
talk
not what
about
she was doing. And so at that point, I have to keep it real. I would definitely feel some kind of way if one of my friends, who I thought was a genuine friend, someone who I supported, who in return supposed to have been supporting me, all of a sudden did that. I would feel some kind of way about that, because
you
at the end
can
of the day,
talk
the shit is
about Christ.
petty.
Can
Like,
you or
that's
can you not
petty.
talk about Christ without talking down on knowledge?
But again, it's her, Jer. You can't
And
control what
if I
somebody
choose not to
says.
listen, okay, so what is the issue with me choosing not to listen? I'm
My
still not
point
understanding.
is, if you wasn't gonna support, then just okay, don't support, but don't say you're gonna support, and then as soon as somebody says something
But
about their
you're
own
coming off.
personal
Okay,
journey that you don't agree with, then you personalize it, and all
this
of a
is the
sudden now,
disconnect.
oh well, I won't be tuning in no more. Like,
Now that
it
you
has
said that,
nothing to do with you, Stoody. Like,
now that you
you
said
took
that, I
that though and you
understand.
personalized it.
No, I understand the disconnect. Y'all are coming from, and I get it now. Y'all are coming from a YouTube perspective. Y'all are coming from, oh, I'm gonna be in this chat and I'm gonna be in that chat and all the other YouTube politics shit that y'all love to do. And I'm not talking about you personally. I'm just talking about YouTube people who do that. I'm not coming from that mindset. I'm coming from, because I respect her and she has a brand new audience and they're going to keep on saying shit that I don't agree with and that I don't want to hear. I'm going to respectfully say, like, let's say we're all in a classroom. Let's say the chat is the classroom. And she gets up there and she starts pointing at the Ankh and saying, oh, I rebuke this, da 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 da. And then I see all the people start talking shit about all the ancient Egyptian knowledge that I spend my life learning and teaching. I raise my hand and go, hey, Cynthia, I rock with you, but I'm about to head out. I'm not gonna listen to this, but I love and respect you. I'm gone. What is wrong with that? I'm not like
Love
that.
and
I feel
respect
like that's some real
somebody.
nigga shit to be
You
real.
you
Like y'all,
can't truly
a lot of
love and
people
respect
aren't
somebody if
used to
you
people
don't
being
respect
honest.
their
Like that's
choices.
the issue.
If you're
That's the
not
real issue.
respecting somebody's
Y'all not used
choices,
to.
then you don't truly love and respect them. Like,
How
if
not? I
you're not
don't have to
respect,
love her.
if you're not truly respecting her choices and her decisions and what she chooses to
You
like
can
believe
listen.
in, then
You
you're
cannot
not
pick.
truly, you don't respect her then, because whether
That's
you
not
agree with
true.
a person, if you agree, whether I agree with you, Studi, or not, I'm gonna always support. I don't give a, I do not like Trump. Absolutely. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about him. But because I truly respect you as a person and what we have built, then I'm gonna be like, okay, it's just certain shit to be like, okay, that's that girl personal life. It's her personal opinion. It's not gonna affect me one way or another.
So
At the end of the day,
y'all aren't used to people just speaking their mind. Then I
I
think
don't
that's.
speak my mind.
I
I
mean,
speak my mind, but at the
no,
end of the
because
day, I support. If
if
I
you
say I
spoke your
support
mind,
you,
you
then I support
wouldn't.
you. It's not no but. I support you until you start talking about Christianity or something that I don't believe in. I support you 100% of the time, whether I agree with what you saying or not. If I rock with you, I rock with you. And if I support you, I'm gonna support you whether I agree with what the fuck you saying about Trump and his administration or not. I'm gonna still support. Period. Because at the end of the day, it's not about that. That shit is petty. It's about what we built and us being there in unity and the loyalty. Fuck the beliefs. That shit petty. That shit ain't gonna make you or break you. Whether she believe in the damn Bishop Tutu, that shit ain't gonna make you or break you. It's
Hold
supposed
on,
to be about genuine support.
the Prince. How is me saying that I'm not going to tune in, but I love and respect you? How is that being disrespectful? You might have to explain that one. I don't see like that. That's the thing. Like maybe we just all cut a little different because I just speak my mind, regardless who's in the room, regardless what the topic is. That's just always been me. And if you're going to be associated with me, then that's something you have to get used to, or I guess don't. Like I can't control the way that you interpret what I'm saying. Because I can't, everything that I've said to her has been with love and respect. She's an intellectual. I'm coming at her as an intellectual, as someone I know has a tough skin, as someone I know who goes hard on everybody. So I don't see, it just does not make sense to me. And I guess it don't have to. Why, if I'm saying I love and respect you, but I'm not tuning in, that is so heartbreaking. Because just like she said, she has how many followers and how many supporters and how many people saying, oh, no matter what you say, I'm going to follow you. She could turn around tomorrow and say, y'all, I just bought some amethyst and I was meditating and floated. And everybody in her chat will be cheering. And all the Jesus people would either make a choice, either leave or just rock with her still. Am I wrong?
I just think it's a way. I just think it's certain things that you. I just feel like when it comes to certain relationships that you've built with certain people, I kind of feel like the biggest part you feel like it's about you just not having a filter. It's about you making her feel like you didn't support her. And that's how I honestly see it. But who am I?
She didn't block me and we had the conversation to set up the debate, she would have known exactly how I felt. But she didn't even ask. And that's the issue. That's the disconnect. And then she sees the title that's made and assumes, she skips over conflict resolution. Because that's what this whole line was about. That's why she said people clout chasing. I purposely did not put this on my channel for that exact reason, because I'm not looking for clout. I want to have the debate. That's what I want. I love intellectual debating. Like, that's just what it is. And
okay, so the purpose of you doing this was just to get out your side? Like, what was the purpose of this?
The purpose of this was to sort of get on my side, but also tell her that, yes, I accept your challenge, and to call out, especially Dr. Pat, all the slick shit that people were saying about me. And I have a right to defend myself, especially on something that, isn't right. Like, that's like the way I was attacked and everybody talking down on my name is fucked up, because on her live, she never said, oh, well, I blocked him before he could say anything. When you said, oh, he could have just talked to you. She didn't say, well, Nene, I did block him, so maybe he did try to talk to me. She said, yeah, he could have talked to me, but I couldn't have. And do you see where the issue? Do you see why I would have to make a live to speak my piece? Because all these people who pretended that, they were supporting me and cool with me, now I'm a sheep's in wolf clothing for being honest?
I feel like this. I feel like you have your own channel, and I feel like, if you were going to do something or wanted to reach out to her, maybe you could have did it on your channel, because thinking about it from her point of view, it does kind of look like it's clout chasing.
Okay, I understand that, but I'm not a YouTuber.
Hold on. Let me say something. Hold on. Let me say something. Let me make this clear. Let me make this really, really clear. Really clear. He asked me to do something. I don't clout chase nobody. I'm somebody in real life, in actual life. YouTube is cool. I can do battle rap content and be fine. Stoody asked me to do something. This ain't got nothing to do with no clout. Again, this original live had nothing to do with any of that. With any of that. And that I don't like that narrative because now it's being about because he's over here. This a baby channel. But not many people seen it anyway. Period. So that narrative I don't like because I thought me and her was cool. So what's the problem with him coming over here? It's one of the reasons why he reached out to me.
Okay,
Because he
so are you
know out of
saying
one person, I'm neutral as hell. So it seems like it's just an issue because he did it over here.
I didn't say that was the only issue. It's multiple issues. But thinking about it from her perspective, if I was in her shoes, I have to keep it real. That's what I would think.
But again, how you gonna think something when as a man, I've reached out to her. I talked to her. So let's be clear on that. This didn't just pop up. And we did that. That could have just went just like that. I reached out
Yeah,
to her. So
I
I'm
get
not gonna
that.
allow the narrative to be like I'm clout chasing anybody. I could care less about clout on here. I do what I do the way that I do it. I don't do what everybody else do.
She said that. So I'm trying to figure out if she said that she wasn't coming. I guess it was just to get his story out. But looking at it from her point of view, I would definitely feel like that.
But this is the thing, though. Street didn't say I'm about to go talk to Cynthia and see if she's going to join. I didn't even know about that.
He didn't know about that. I reached out to her, told her what was going on, and said, you can come watch so you can hear what he got to say because he can't talk to you no other way. So if you want to hear it, this is what's going on. This is the situation. This is the
Y'all
situation.
couldn't do a group
This is what's
chat.
going on. Huh?
Y'all couldn't have done a group chat.
I'm blocked on.
He's
I'm blocked on
blocked.
the only communication I could have had with her. I'm blocked.
On IG and Facebook and everything.
Yes.
Mm. Well,
That's what
that's
I'm saying.
I
And I
can.
still got love for her. And if we never talk again, that's fine. I would still show the same love and respect that I was going to
Let me say
with
this.
not listening to the show when she talks about
I
Christ.
think that her past has a lot to do with it as well. Everybody know that she has been through a lot with people clout chasing her name, using her name, trying to get up on play up under her to find out A, B, C, and D, all kind of shit on here. So this is why I'm saying I feel like that the situation should have been handled delicately. It should have been handled a different way. You could have worked on mediating between the two of them to try to get her to unblock him so y'all could have had a group chat. But she's not very trusting of shit like this based off of the shit that she done been through.
But if she really considered me as a brother, though, she would kind of either ask me or like she would know that I'm not like that.
A brother would
And anybody
support
that's been
her.
around,
That
no,
goes
I'm
back
not
to
like
the
that.
support
That's not
thing.
an excuse. So
A brother would support. I don't feel like she felt supported. It goes back to the support thing. I support you whether I agree with you or not. Because at the end of
But
the day,
what's
it's just
wrong with
petty
support?
bullshit. And I kind of feel like she just didn't feel support. She didn't feel supported. And because of her issues with people backstabbing her in the past, of course she gonna side out of some shit like that. That's all I'm saying.
And I understand that, and I got empathy for that.
And
But
so, when you make a certain kind of move or you move a certain kind of way, then that wall go
the
up.
street is a mutual contact, though.
Huh?
I could see if I went
no,
to
no, no,
jazz.
no, no, no. Hold on, Stoody. At least we thought so.
Yeah.
So that might not be because that's what it sounds like. So that's probably not the case, and that's cool. I ain't got no issue with that because that's what it's sounding like. That's what we thought, but that's not what the case is.
Y'all
That's
thought
very
what?
evident right now, and that's cool. So I get it. I get how it could. Now I get why the narrative could be what the narrative is. I get that. So it makes sense for everybody to feel that way. Like this was something sideways or a slight against somebody when it originally wasn't. If it was allowed to be what it was, then people would be able to go off of what it was supposed to be before the narrative was switched to something else. So then Stoody just starts responding to what was said on the live before this one and not really ever saying what he was originally going to say. So now nobody knows what he was going to say because the narrative already been switched. So now it looks like Stoody's the bad guy. I just wanted to get some clout. So I had you up here and all this other shit instead of what it was really meant to be.
Hey, Smiles 808. Out of all the people who did this switcheroo, I like you the least. I hope you know that. I just want to. I don't know. I respect her intellectualism. She's a mother. She's an amazing woman. I'm gonna do exactly what I was gonna do anyway, outside of just speaking to her behind the scenes from time to time to see, check up on her and all that stuff, and like her, because y'all don't know, y'all just assume that just because I wasn't gonna watch her stuff, that I wasn't gonna like the video, that I wasn't gonna keep following her on Instagram or her new Instagram and liking her shit. Like y'all don't know what I was gonna do or anything. Y'all just assumed that I'm like Vic Damone or whoever or all the other people who are bullshitted when I never displayed that type of behavior to or with anybody ever. I don't YouTube beef at all. My biggest debate was somebody that mutually didn't agree with me, and then we had a live ass debate, and it was lit and it was dope, and I still talk to him, and we still cool. But outside of that, I don't have no beef. And don't nobody want to hop in the arena. I don't know if Cynthia Rose do edits, but Ashe Divine did. That ain't the type of time I'm on. I'm just saying, if we're going to be intellectual about it, let's have a debate. And if not, as a friend, you didn't have to block off communication because I wasn't on that. And everybody else who's just hyping her up and just talking shit and who probably can't even understand half the shit that I teach, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I just don't. And Patty, I just said Vic Damone because I know that he be YouTube beefing. It's not specifically have anything to do with their relationship. I just know him as somebody who beefs. Okay, so it's not nothing like that. But yeah, it turned into something because that's the issue with having a lot of yes men around you. That all they're gonna do is just enhance what you think is going on. They're not going to give you something else to think about. They're not going to challenge your thought process and say, well, maybe no, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. No, they're just going to hype you up and feed off of your energy.
I don't think that nobody was hyping her up. I think that everybody had an opinion on what was said about the way that the situation was handled. And that's what I think. I don't think anybody was in there hyping her up or influencing or whatever the case may be. I think that people commented like any other live that she do about the shit that go on with her in YouTube.
And I'm not saying, and I'm saying that they hype her up with that too. Is it really even that, like, if you're close to somebody, does that means you can't disagree with them openly?
I disagree with her a lot, but y'all would never know that because it's something that we handle behind closed doors. We've had disagreements, but it never made it to to YouTube. I haven't always agreed with her on everything that she has said, but we've resolved it behind closed doors. It was never brought to YouTube. And so I don't like, I think you're thinking because you had a different perspective that was the issue. That wasn't the issue at all. She didn't feel supported by you. And again, you were somebody to her that she thought would support regardless of whatever her choices were.
And I
It
do,
had
but
nothing to do, but it had nothing to do with the fact that you disagreed with her beliefs. It was how you handled it and what you said.
by
It has
just
nothing to
saying,
do
by
because with
saying,
you telling her, oh well, I don't agree and all of this. It wasn't because you had a different perspective. Like, I don't know
okay,
why you think that. It wasn't.
take the emotion out of it just for 1 second and just break down what I said. Sis, I love and respect you, but I'm not going to tune in because you are disrespecting the ancestors. I disagree with that. And what was her response? It wasn't, oh, fuck you, Stoody. Oh, blah blah blah. It was, well, no, this, and this. Let's debate. And then I'm thinking, like, okay, last thing I heard was, let's debate. Let me type this real quick because my signal fucking up. And then for me to come back and all these people are talking shit about me and she liking comments about unsub from him and then I'm blocked on Facebook. Like, I feel like that's very extreme.
At that point, when you said you're making it seem like because you disagreed, it had nothing to do with that. It was because of what you said about not tuning in. Love and respect is supporting somebody regardless of whether you agree or not.
So Nene, let's be real. Do you sit through every single one of my lives?
No,
Okay. Do I feel like you don't support me?
I don't know
No, I
because
don't feel like that.
we never had a conversation about it. I don't know what you think about that.
Okay,
But
but
no,
I don't. I know a lot of people who talk to me damn near on the regular who don't watch or like my videos or comment on my videos. It's not that big of a deal to me. YouTube ain't my life. Maybe that's the another disconnect. YouTube, and I'm not saying that YouTube is her life. Like, don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm just saying all the YouTube politics and the YouTube shit, that's not in my realm of thinking.
yeah, but you can't. That's how you choose to deal with it. You can't tell her or how to deal with it or how to take what you said and all of that. Like, people gonna interpret and take what you say the way they want to take it, and they're gonna feel the way they want to feel. And I just kind of feel like she didn't feel supported because you said in the beginning, sis, I don't rock with Christianity, but I love and I'ma still support you regardless of what. I love you. I'ma still support you. You even came up on the panel. And so how does it go from that to as soon as she says something that you don't agree with or you feel like she's taking a dig at the ancestors, then all of a sudden, oh well, I won't be tuning in no more, but I love and support you. It's like you personalized it, and it had nothing to do with you. She was speaking on her
It's
own
not.
journey. It had absolutely nothing to do with you. But you took that and you personalized it like she was
That's your
disrespecting
perception.
you. And that's not what she was doing.
That's
She was speaking on herself and her journey, and she was saying what worked for her. It
that's
had
my
nothing to do
perception
with you.
because Ashe Nation don't say nothing against what she says. That's
But
that.
you
That's
don't know
it.
that. You
It's
don't
not
know that
it
because
because
you're
it
not
wasn't
in
that.
you don't know that though because you're not in the back chat. You don't know what go on behind the scenes.
Listen, all I'm saying is
So you
I
can't say
don't
that
agree.
Ashe
Listen,
Nation
I
don't
don't
never
agree
say
with.
nothing. Uh, against her because you don't know that to be true or false.
The whole thing is I did not agree with the narrative and the direction she's going, but because I love her and respect her as a person, I decided to say I'm not going to watch. But I love you and I support you. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just not watching Jesus Christ videos. I have the right not to. I have the right to pick and choose what I want in my consciousness. And if that person chooses to not fuck with me because I said I don't want to hear it, then okay, I have to respect that. But I'm not a bad guy because I don't want to hear about Christianity. That's not. I don't watch street knowledges. I don't watch street knowledges battle rap videos all the time. But if he came on his battle rap shit and started saying, "Oh," and like let's say me and him came up with showing the videos like I do, and then he came out of nowhere and was like, "I'm all about battle rap, fuck video, fuck music video players. We not doing that. That's whack." If I tell him, bro, I love and respect you, but I'm not about to be watching this, bro. What I mean, I don't see the issue.
Okay, so I feel like I'm repeating myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. But you feel like it's because you disagree with her. That's absolutely false. That is a false narrative. It had nothing to do with that. It's plenty of people that disagree with her all the time, me being one of them, and she will tell you that for facts. We don't always agree on everything, and I'm very vocal about it. I kind of feel like it's a way to do everything, and the way that it was done, it made her feel unsupported. And that's my take on it. But I'm not gonna sit up here all day because I kind of feel like we went in circles. And so yeah, just holler at me whenever.
All right, I got you. I don't think I got my point across at all. I think who already had a film like everybody's opinion is already made up. And they're going to continue to feel that way no matter what proofs, no matter what words come out of my mouth, no matter what honesty, because I'm a blunt, honest person. Like, it doesn't matter what I say. Like,
I don't even know what to say at this point because the narrative was switched and it turned out to be something else. So and that shit I can't rock with that. Like, cause that ain't what I'm gonna allow over here. Like, you're not gonna make that shit be about like some other shit was going on. Like, this YouTube shit is weird. There's some weird shit that go on with this shit. Like, motherfuckers like to make shit about clout. Like, motherfuckers disagree with shit all the time. All the time. The shit happens. And if it would have been allowed to happen, what was supposed to happen, people would have actually had a chance to hear what was supposed to be said in the first place.
but even what
But
I was saying wasn't clicking to nobody in the chat, to the people who came up here. It's like y'all are just defending us. Let me be respectful. Cynthia's perspective and opinion on what I was feeling and thinking. Like that is like, and because I understand the cult like properties of YouTube, it doesn't matter what I say. It just doesn't. But I'm not a I'm not a YouTube nigga, man. I say how I feel, and I'm used to people getting upset and mad at my bluntness. But if you really rock with me being myself shouldn't get you to like cut off ties, because I didn't denounce Like street, like be 100. Even with all this stuff, have I ever said fuck Cynthia? Like like let's be
No,
honest. Like have I said fuck her?
no, 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 not at
Even
all.
when she was talking shit and all the people in the chat was talking down on me, did I once say fuck her?
No, no, not one time.
But they don't care though, because that ain't gonna get clicks and likes.
Because again, it's about the fact that you decided to ask me to do it, and it's because of what we both perceived, right? So, but again, again, that it's more to do it that way. So the apparent seemed to be something else, but that is what it is. It's you know, it is what it is. I think in this space, in certain environments, people would say, you know, if you supposedly have a personal relationship with somebody and you disagree, you should disagree in private. Um, I will hope, um, and so that means none of y'all fuck with me then. None of y'all fuck with me because y'all disagree with me all the fucking time. So don't nobody fuck with me. But
I
you know,
just
I guess
find
it.
it more respectful if you're you can't say, and I was like kind of flared up from all of the negative connotations that was put on my name, but you can't make your personal spiritual journey public and then say, oh, why, excuse me. Yeah, you can't make something that's supposed to be personal. If it's personal, it's not going to be on the internet. It's not going to be a part of a rebrand. It's not going to be a part of a new channel. It's just going to be, this is what I'm doing in my personal life, and y'all will see the changes as I come on here. It wouldn't be a whole entire thing. So if I'm respecting you as a person and say, I don't like okay, like for instance, my uncle, he's a Muslim. On Fridays, Muslims read out the Quran and then, they pray. If I'm over his house, I'm not going to sit and listen to it because that's not where my mind is. Does that mean I don't support him? Does that mean I hate on him because he's doing his Muslim thing? No, it just means I'm protecting my consciousness from what I don't want to hear, and I can still love you and not participate in stuff that I don't agree with. And like I said, if you want to be around a bunch of yes men and women who's just going to agree and amplify your energy and make you feel like you're on top of the world, that's fine. But all the people I associate with, we go head up with information. Hold on. Stoody, you can't tell people how they should present change. If you rock with her, rock with her. Please, can you hit the link? Because you got a lot of opinions that have nothing to do with nothing. So can you please come up here so I can address you as a man, because your man is bend over. I mean, that's not really that masculine, but can you come up here, bend over, and like chat it up? Because y'all are trying to tell me how I should have addressed me not liking or vibing with her new message, but I can't. Okay, then. So then you're irrelevant. Then I'm not even about to break down your stupid ass comment because then you're irrelevant. So thank you for showing just how irrelevant you are. But anyways, like I was saying, you cannot dictate the way that I respond to something I don't like. If you're saying I'm not getting that. Like, stop me when I'm wrong. Like,
See, this is the thing. Like, it's the perfect example of what's going on right now. Freely, people are disagreeing because that's what should happen in most cases, right? People disagree. Everybody doesn't always agree, but sometimes you can reach an understanding. Sometimes it's not about being right or wrong, being heard, any of that shit. It's just about understanding why the person feel that particular way. Now, maybe it could have been if um it would have been able to get to the point where people didn't feel some type of way, and parties wasn't able to talk and figure it out. You know what I mean? But at the end of the
The
day,
Prince. Hold
people
on,
will
Street.
have questions.
With all due respect, the Prince. What side are you talking about? If I rock with you as a person, if you're a country singer but I listen to rap, why is it okay if I rock with you but don't listen to your music? Like, what do you like? I'm not understanding. Like, Prince, please come up here because I really want to hear. Because I know you are OG, so please, can you explain that? Like, what side do I have to pick? Like, why can't I just rock with you as a person but not listen to your content? Like, what's wrong with that? I know plenty of people who are literally my friends and they don't watch my stuff. I'm not emotional. Like that's I feel like that's like a cop out to not speak your mind. Cause I really don't understand. Like, Street, stop me when I'm wrong. Like,
I'm a let you rock like this. Like I kind of like the fact that people feel like they can do that over here. It's not reality everywhere. I will hope at the end of all this, the shit get resolved. Throughout all this, I know where I stand, and like I always say, sometimes people don't fuck with you the way that you fuck with them. That just happens, you know what I mean? Um, and I get all that, but hopefully, at the end of the day, um, people will eventually understand that there wasn't no malice involved in what you was attempting to do in asking for this to take place here. People are so used to, and earlier, what did we talk about in critical thinking? People projecting what they would do onto other people. So, or past events or their experiences. So, because somebody experience was that, or people doing certain things to them, when something looks familiar to that, they automatically go to that place. They automatically think that it's about all these other things that things become about around here. Um,
but if that's the case, then all the people who've talked shit about me and who believe her narrative and her herself never rocked with me in the first place. Because nobody who knows me and really fuck with me wouldn't even think that that's what I was on.
where
I
and,
think I just
and
feel like people just used to fake shit. And I'm sorry, I'm not fake and I'll never be fake. And I'm not a follower. If I see
you know,
something that you're doing and I really rock with you and respect you, I'm going to say it, whether we're in front of people or not. And that's how I am in real life. Sorry that I'm real. Sorry that y'all used to politicking and faking and pretending and smiling in people's faces and going to other people's DMs and talking shit. Sorry, but that's not me. And that'll never be me. People fuck with me because I'm honest, because I'm serious, because I say what I say. I didn't name my podcast. I didn't name my brand. Who asked you for no reason? Like, y'all telling me, oh, it's a time and a place, or you could have said it like this. No, I'm going to say how I feel. I love and respect you, but I'm not watching this because, like, I left no room. Like, let's be real. I left no room for speculation. I showed that I love and respect you. I showed that I'm not going to be tuning in, and I told you why. So why would you block me for that? If I was in everybody else's DMs, then it would be, oh, look what Stoody said. And then, so either way, it's this conclusion. Because I'm real. And everybody on this bitch fake. Like, that's just what it is. And I understand that that's this realm, and that's where people gonna stay. Like, a lot of y'all gonna be just YouTube niggas forever. But that's not cool. I'm not gonna be stuck on YouTube. So y'all used to beefing and all that bullshit. But that's not me.
Stoody, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up, King?
What's good with it?
What's good with you, bro? What's up with
What's
you,
up?
fam?
What's up, Street? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. How you been doing, man? What's good with you?
Man, I'm just sitting back listening to this, and my thing is, okay, first of all, Stoody, I understand where you're coming from, bro. But my thing is this: you said you're not gonna watch her anymore, but you're still gonna support her. My question is, do you know Cynthia Rose personally? Like, have you just met her in person?
We've literally had personal conversations. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, so y'all met y'all met on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay, so my thing is this: with YouTubers, and I know a lot of people don't like being called YouTubers, but if you're on YouTube making YouTube videos, you're a YouTuber. Okay, so my thing is with us all being content creators, YouTubers, whatever, the way you show support is by watching their content. All right. If you don't watch their content, you're no longer supporting them. So that's my thing. That's why I feel like I was gonna say Ashe. That's why I feel like Cynthia took it personally when you say you're not gonna watch her anymore, because that means you're not gonna show her support anymore, regardless of y'all differences in beliefs or whatever. With me, there's a lot of YouTubers that I watch that I don't really I'm not feeling their belief system, but I'll still watch them because I support them and I really like them as a person. So I still watch them, even though I disagree with a lot of what they say. You understand? So that's why I feel like Cynthia felt like she felt slighted by you when you said that. You feel me?
Look, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but I don't agree because I feel like if I really rock with you, I should be able to speak my mind regardless of the situation.
No,
And
you're
if
right.
I feel that the content that you're pushing is no longer vibing with me, I have a choice to say whether or not I will watch or not. That's my choice. But that does not mean I don't support you. That does not mean I'm going to unfriend you, talk shit about you. I'm not going to like your fucking videos, your pictures, stop talking to you. That's real support. I feel like it's realer for me to be honest and tell you exactly why I'm not going to be there.
No, I understand.
Like when did people start being penalized for being real?
It's not even the fact that you was being real about the situation by telling her straight up, I'm not gonna watch you no more. Like, yeah, that's real. That what you were talking about was real, but the fact remains that when you said you was gonna stop watching, listen, like I know a lot of people don't watch my videos every time I drop a video. I know they don't. Just like people don't watch all your videos or lives every day. I don't watch your lives every day. I do when I can because I got a busy ass schedule. But the fact remains, if somebody who supports me says they're gonna stop watching me, I'm gonna automatically feel like, okay, they're gonna stop supporting me. Because how you support somebody on YouTube is by watching. That's just how it is on YouTube.
People
And you
have
don't know,
literally
listen, you don't, hold on, you don't know Cynthia personally. Like you have not met her outside of YouTube. So the only way you can continue supporting her is through YouTube. You understand what I'm saying?
Check this out. I've had other content creators, friends, family, associates say, I like you, but your videos are too long. Or the stuff you're talking about, I don't understand. So I don't really be watching it, but I rock with you. Did I block them? Did I preemptively strike and make a narrative? No, I didn't. The difference between me and Ashe is Ashe, for a fact, don't comment, rarely comments on my videos, and she rarely watched my videos. This whole time, I never said anything. I was every single time she went live, I'm liking every video. I'm in every chat, supporting her, all that stuff. The one time I say, I'm not rocking with this, so I'm not going to watch this, but I still love and respect you. Now I'm a snake. Now I'm disloyal. Now I want clout. Now I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like, where's all of that animosity coming from? Because I said I don't like this content. This is not what I'm rocking with, but I still rock with you. Nobody has made all people keep saying is, oh well, you should have did this, or you didn't have to do that, or blah blah blah. Nobody is answering that. Where did all the animosity and the energy come from? If for the very first, I was rocking with her when she was talking about putting kids on the dark web. I was rocking with her when she was making fun of somebody's dead mama. So excuse me if I'm like, okay, I can forgive you for this stuff, but if you are going to turn your back on the knowledge that me and you linked up for in the first place, let me slide, but I rock with you. Like what? No, can somebody answer that? Please, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But somebody answer that.
Bro, the thing is this, okay? I've been following her and she's really been through a whole lot in her life. All right. So she had an awakening. All right. She had an awakening. So of course she turned. I don't know if QT is the one who put her up on that. I don't know. But QT, Haitian QT is my sister. I don't think QT pretty much enticed her to be a Christian or whatever. I don't think she did that. Cynthia just had an awakening and she turned to Christ. I mean, I feel there's nothing wrong with that at all. You understand? I don't feel there's nothing wrong with that. She did that. I mean, and people turn their backs on her. I just feel like, bro, that's wrong. If she has an awakening and wants to turn to Christ, that's her prerogative. She can do that, bro. And she deserves the support that she needs. She needs that support. Regardless of how you feel about her personally, she's trying to turn her life around. And I feel like shit, I got nothing but support for her. Like bro, I support you too, but fact remains, like, if she don't believe the same thing you believe, like, there's a lot of things with other content creators, like maybe Street or the Prince, you, Ashe, anybody who I support on YouTube. I don't believe the exact same things they believe in, but I will always support them because I fuck with them as people. You see what I'm saying? They human at the end of the day, and I can look past their belief system, whether it's political, religious, or whatever. You feel me?
I mean, that's what everybody has been saying, but I don't think anybody has answered my question. Where is all this anger and down talking and all this stuff coming from? If you really felt like I was your bro, if you really did support me like that, then me saying that the path that you're on ain't mine, so I'm not gonna listen. You wouldn't have acted like that. Some people think my content is boring, but they still like Stoody, and they'll listen to the this. This is okay.
Stoody,
Some people. All right, I'm gonna shut up. All right.
check it out, bro. I hear what you're saying. Because you did say something like, I've talked to her offline a few times, right?
Indeed.
So you saying basically like, just because I'm not gonna watch the content you're pushing because I'm on another path, I still would like to be your friend and keep in contact with you offline. That type of support. Am I right on that part?
Indeed.
Okay, but also you also said that she doesn't necessarily support your channel like you support hers. And being that, like you said, some people might think your content is boring, which I know some people only show up to my channel for certain shit, but I don't think they don't rock with me. They come for the things that they like. This is like TV. So if she only comes to your channel every now and then she probably don't rock with it. But has she went in your chat and told you, I'm not tuning into this or anything like that? I'm just answer the question though, because I got another place I'm going with it.
No, she is not.
That's one point, meaning that she doesn't really jack your content, but she supports you. That's her support and coming in every now and then. Now, if me and like say me and Real Talk, we homeboys, we've been homeboys forever. I'm gonna rock with him, ride or die. We get into some shit with somebody, I'm riding with that dude. I'm not gonna sit there and stop the whole situation and say, you know what, you wrong. I can't rock with that. I gotta stand with my dude and let him know he wrong later. You get what I'm saying? Not saying you're wrong for what you did. What I'm saying is you are right to have your own opinion, because I feel like that if I rock with you, I should be able to say anything when it comes to this YouTube stuff because we're in the chat. So why can I not say things that other people can say without no problem? I get that part. You understand what I'm saying? But I also get the part of if you guys rock together, why somebody would be like, well, damn, but why would he say that? Why? You know what I mean? Like, embarrassing your people, like you can't just get at me later or something. I understand both sides of that. So that's why I'm in the chat saying that this whole thing is a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? But where I feel like people are trying to get across is their point. Both points are understood, but it's a misunderstanding between the two. You guys both have the right to rock how you want to rock. I think things were said wrong. I think some opinions probably shouldn't be said in certain ways. Like when you tell her and they know that you rock with her, somebody that rocks with her, you know what I mean? You say, oh, I can't rock with this. You know what I'm saying? You make it look like she's on some fake shit or something like whatever, however they take it. And they know that you rock with her hella hard. That speaks louder than just a regular viewer saying they're not rocking with her on her panel. You understand what I'm saying? So don't think I'm trying to slash at you because I'm talking to both of you. It's a misunderstanding that's easier to fix than this. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the same time, when you say that because I don't agree with people preaching about their faith and downing other faiths either, but you can't tell nobody what they seen and what light was given to them. They might have seen what it really is and seen that all the other religions, you don't know what nobody sees. So I mean, people can have their own opinion and talk how they want. Just like you said, you should be able to say what you want. But at the same time, you kind of did that because you were like, you know, if nobody wants to see what I'm saying or whatever, everybody wants to be yes men and be YouTubers and think that way. That's kind of saying if they're not thinking like you, then they're damned also. Some of you guys are just going to stay YouTubers for the rest of your life, which is true. But it's kind of the same thing, bro. So you guys are having a misunderstanding.
I don't think so because I'm not saying that if that's for you, then rock. But like I don't know. I think no,
I get what you're saying, bro. But my whole thing is sometimes like I've said things and I've caught beef from people. I've done things in chats that, you know what I mean, people didn't like. And I didn't know that they didn't like it. I still don't understand why they didn't like what I said or I couldn't say what I said. But just like you say, it's this YouTube shit. So you got to understand some shit on a whole nother level. Like Real Talk was saying, if you met her here on YouTube and stuff like that, it's kind of a YouTube relationship. That's why I feel like everybody should quit calling each other bros and sis and all that shit if it ain't real like that.
You know what's crazy though?
What up?
Her initial response was not this hurt and he turned his back on me, yada yada yada. Her initial response was, let's debate. That's what everybody is glossing over, because people are still off of that energy from the last live. If you were watching the live, when I was saying what I was saying, we were intellectually going back and forth. This is the part I keep stressing. I didn't even know that there was a personal issue until after I looked back and saw that I was blocked. And then I went to the video and saw everybody talking shit about me. It wasn't an emotional thing when she was even talking about it. We were just debating I'm on the chat and she's talking and she keeps saying, come on live. And I'm saying, like, I can't because I'm driving. I didn't say I'm in the mountains, but I was driving. I'm literally going 75
Yeah, no, I get that part.
Street
even told me about
that part. On a winding road. Like, I can't go live.
Right. No, like, I get that, bro. But look at it like this. So and, I fucks with you, Stoody. I fuck with her too. But look at it like this. You're saying if I'm supposed to be your bro, why can't I say what I want to say in the chat, right?
Indeed.
So if she's supposed to be your sis, why can't she get offended by how you said that?
She can, but to support people talking shit about me is different.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. See, I wasn't privy to everybody turning on you or anything like that, because I don't agree. I would literally kick my whole chat out if I said something and everybody just all of a sudden they turned and agreed with me. That's not how my chat is ran. Everybody know.
But that's what it was, bro. That's what I'm saying. If you go to her video where that happened, all they're doing is talking shit about me. And then the live before this one was just part 2 of that.
But this is YouTube, right?
Okay, so is she okay?
No, I'm saying as far as you. I'm saying as far as people talking shit in her chat. You don't know none of them. You don't know none of them personally.
I know, but if you're gonna have an you can't have an anti-Stoody rally and then get online and say, I don't know why he turned on me. But people just choose where they gonna go, and that's just how the energy going. And I walk with Christ, and they get rid of demons and terrorists. And
I hear you. Nobody's gonna run your name in the dirt. I feel that, especially if it's not true.
Talking almost 2 hours in.
I hear that. I hear you.
And people aren't even cognizant or are choosing to hop over that. It wasn't about her being Christian, bro. Me being upset was like, oh, so you blocking me and you agreeing with people talking about unsub him. Oh, I don't rock with him anyway. Oh, he a snake. Oh, this, oh, that. And you liking comments and you talking and like, yo, is it really like that? Like, how was we bro and sis then? And I still haven't disrespected her the way that I got disrespected.
Right. Well, I mean, that's all I'm talking about. You notice I didn't mention the religion or none of that. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing to do with the way people walk. I don't have, I see people go different ways all the time. So, I mean, if that's what she on, man, more power to her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more focused on where the misunderstanding was and the disrespect. Because you know me, man, I don't want none of y'all beefing or feuding and shit. I think we do better together.
Man, I will never beef with Cynthia Rose, okay? I'm not a YouTube nigga. I will never go on somebody. I literally picked Street Knowledge because not only is he he was a mutual contact, but he is unbiased. And anytime he disagree with me, he tells me. That's exactly what I literally told him. I won't go to nobody else. I'm just going to talk to you. And even without her going live today, I promise you can ask Street. this was going to be the one and only time I talked about this. And I was going to end it with, if you want to debate, I will debate with you. Other than that, it's still love. I put this on my life. I put this on the universe. For the Christians, I put that on Jesus Christ. I literally was just going to end it with, I'm ready for the debate. Like, we can take a week to do the research and we can do it, but I love you. That's exactly how I was going to do this. But I can't end that like that because it's like
you gotta listen to what some things that was being said while people was up here, like Global was saying, you can't let anybody turn you away from somebody. So it's like a few different narratives going on. Like somebody has convinced you to feel however you feeling, or to do this or whatever it may be. It's a whole bunch of different things that was said and being said when at the end of the day, all this was about because something was said. You had a question. The question was respond to a certain way. You then responded again. By the time you had a chance to respond again, you was blocked. You
Indeed.
just asked to do this at the end of my last live. This wasn't no conspiracy. This wasn't shit like that. It ain't have nothing to do with any of that. But again, it's projection. People base shit off of their experiences and things that they would also do. But none of that was any of that. And the thing that people are not really clear about is what was being said. Because to be honest, anybody, especially, we gotta put into the fact that some of us are older than Stoody. A lot of us is older than Stoody. So if I'm following somebody or I'm believing in somebody because we have something in common and it's immediate change, he was just looking for understanding. And when he didn't get the understanding, he just went to a place that he figured might can help him gain some understanding. That's all the fuck it was. I don't know why that's so hard for everybody to understand when we're there. As people who's older, I don't even want to use the word elder because we ain't fucking, we don't even
Man,
act like it.
motherfuckers got to distinguish what it is. That's why I said people got to quit calling each other fam and all that shit if it's just strictly on some YouTube shit. Look, I don't fuck with this nigga Street on YouTube. I don't agree with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with this nigga. This nigga, you know what I mean? I fuck with him in real life. That's where I chop it up with him. That's where now if he did some shit to me on my channel or something, I'd really be hurt.
Everything I say, everything. Him and the Stoody, no shit. Him and the Prince disagree with every fucking thing I say majority of the time. It'll snow.
Sometimes you be right, nigga, but you don't say it right. Sometimes when you talking to us, it seems like you get on your little critical thinking shit and you know how to talk all of a sudden. Nigga, then we'll be saying some shit we disagree or something, nigga, we get hung up on. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, there you go, you know with that shit.
Tell me a Prince. Tell me I'm lying. Yeah, look, but I mean, I don't really fuck with Street, but I do support him.
Sure, Miss Stone, you are absolutely correct on your comment further back. That is initially why I wanted to debate with her. It wasn't even nothing more or past that. I wanted to remind because she threw away all of the knowledge that not only she learned, but she threw out. I wanted to remind her why lulling people back into Christianity was counterproductive to everything that she made herself out to be. It's hurtful to rock with somebody on a personal and intellectual level, and then they turn their back on you.
You are right.
I'm not the type of person, just check me out. I'm not the type of person to hold my tongue. And I said it in a very respectful way. I didn't disrespect her. I didn't go behind in other people shit and talk shit. Like I didn't do all the response that she's giving me And the response that everybody is, coming at me like is if I was on some YouTube politics shit. Shout out Uncle Suge in the building. That's the way that she's acting. That's the way that all her people is coming at me. Like I was on some YouTube politics shit. Like I was just going around, I'll say a Christian now. Oh, ha ha ha. No, I said I don't really like your narrative, but I like you, so I'm not gonna watch. But I respect and love you, and I'm out. And then when she challenged me, I'm like, okay, she want to do it. This is a big challenge because I know she know her shit. I know how intelligent she is. I was geeked about the debate, and then I was heartbroken by her response and her subliminally agreeing with all the fuck shit that everybody else was saying. And then for her to come on live and then act like, that brother, I thought we was rocking, but you know how that go. I knew the demons was going, all of that. It's like, yo, what kind of game is this? Like, I thought we was cool. And you blocked me. And nobody is wanting to, like, acknowledge that.
No, I hear you. Don't think I don't. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? You was kind of, you know what I mean? You got in your feelings about somebody that you thought rocked with you like you rocked with them. Shit, I've been through that. Multiple times with different people, huh, Street? It hurts when you really rock with somebody, but that don't mean necessarily that it's World War 15 or anything like that.
It wasn't for me, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it was not for. Right. Even after this, I will never talk about her ever again. Whether we talk behind the scenes or not, I will never acknowledge her as a YouTuber ever again because I'm not and when I say a YouTube nigga, I'm not talking about content creators. I'm talking about niggas who, be arguing and shit and making videos. Like I'm not even. If me and Cynthia patch things up, cool. If not, whatever. Because I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, the original reason for this live stream only lasted 3 minutes.
That is a fact.
First off, let me say, fuck them other niggas. I'm a wolf pack nigga. You understand me?
Here we go.
What it be like? I never agree with Street, man.
Up,
he
bro?
always wrong. I don't fuck with him. You understand me? But that's my blood. You understand me? So
damn right.
I would never type in his chat if he doing, like I was saying, if he doing a show, or I'm gonna use my sis. When sis doing a lady show, I come in and speak, and I sit in the bushes because that ain't my place to get involved with no women shit. As a man, I don't have to voice my opinion about what I don't like. And you learn that through marriage. You understand me? Like, I may be in disagreements with my wife, but I'm not finna start no verbal war with her because she gonna win that shit. You understand me? So that's what I was saying, Stoody. And in that comment that you read, when I said choose a side, I was talking to Street. I was trolling him. You understand me? That's why I said don't be emotional, my brother. As a young man, you still got to learn and go through your growing pains, and that's what we here for. You understand me? We don't show no signs of emotion like that. Only two emotions we supposed to have is mad and sleep. That's it. And I yield the mic.
Well, Chris, I respect what you said, but
nobody's saying you didn't have a right though.
Hold up. Let's say all four of us is playing dominoes, right? And then Street just starts saying and I'm not saying Christianity is bullshit, but let's just say he starts saying some bullshit that's the complete opposite of the whole time you've known him. He's like, oh no, I'm not, no, fuck that. I'm with this over here, and y'all need to join this, or y'all wrong, and da 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 da. You wouldn't be like, but wait, aren't you this? Aren't you? Oh, if you're gonna be talking about that, bro, I rock with you, but I ain't about to sit here and listen to
No,
that.
because
Yeah, I think the
people are
perfect
entitled to
example is if I got
turn
up
a
here
new
and
leaf.
started banging Crip all of a sudden, or
Yeah. Then I
BGF or
would say
something.
something. But if I want
But
to
I think
go, if I want to start saying, look, I'm a positive dude on YouTube. I try to be. I try to make my
here
content
he go,
positive.
here he
If
go.
I come on here today and I'm saying, man, fuck these content creators, fuck all these motherfuckers, fuck, then people gonna be like, man, what the fuck? You understand me? So that's what I'm
Oh, I'm
saying.
gonna hit you. Like, what the fuck are you doing, blood?
So you saying that it seemed like I came out the woodwork against her? Because that
No,
wasn't my intention.
no, what I'm saying and this is just from what I've been listening to, and this is my opinion. It could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm
What
going
I'm
off what I'm
saying,
hearing.
I heard that somebody said you said something in the chat about not rocking with the content that she's doing. What I'm saying is, if you're not gonna rock with it, you didn't have to say it. Just don't rock with it. That's what I'm saying.
Cause she does the same to him. If she don't really rock with the content, she just shows up every now and then. That's why I was saying
I would
she
rather,
said it.
but see, the way I think is, if we're close and I say I'm not rocking with that, and then you say, well, let's debate about it, I don't see no issue there.
No.
In my head, it's like, okay, we about to go head up on some information. This is about to be fun. I don't
Right.
know shit about being blocked. I keep trying to remind people, like, I understand what she chose to do, what she did, but
You was accepting the friendly challenge, in other words.
yes. That's what my head, when my phone fucking up and I can't see shit and my shit ain't working, I'm thinking, oh, when I come back here, people gonna be like, oh, the debate gonna be cold, da da da. I actually half thought that she was still gonna be on live. And I would be like, okay, I'm out the mountains, I'm about to come up there. But all I seen was disrespect and character assassination. Because I said I don't want to tune into the videos because you're disrespecting the ancestors. And me saying you're disrespecting the ancestors, like, they're mocking that, but that could be a lot of information. That could be, we talking about the flower of life. We're talking about ancient symbols. We're talking about Fibonacci spirals. We're talking about all of the things that Christianity cages and demonizes.
But I think I'll tell you this, Stoody, and I just learned this, and I'm 43, and actually my blood of the prince helped me with this just a little while ago, just a little while ago. Um, I have a tendency of always voicing my opinion. I've been like that my whole life, whole entire life.
I got that shit right.
I fight those battles, and sometimes you got to learn every battle ain't meant to be fought, and every time you don't have to give an opinion. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all I'm saying.
And I know that might seem like I always thought like that's some fake shit. That I am who I am. I'm always going to be me. But a lot of times you start to see that sometimes it's not even worth the trouble that comes along with voicing the opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I
Some
didn't know
that's
she
how
was.
it feels sometimes, and
I
you'll reach that point.
underestimated. I underestimated how she would react to that, especially after her
Gotcha.
initial response, which was to go back and forth with some knowledge and then challenge
Did
me
Did you
for
hear what you just said?
what?
You just took accountability for your part. Not saying that she wasn't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you
Yeah,
just took
That's a
accountability
fact.
yeah.
through all this. You just now did it.
You just learned. You learned
That's a
something.
fact. You see what just happened? You know what I'm saying? Like with all that shit that was going on earlier, right now with just talking, you came to that. You had that moment of clarity while you was speaking.
And you know why you learned that right now, Studi? Because you speaking with men. You not when you talking to a woman, 9 times out of 10, you always gonna be wrong. Am I right, Dice?
Man, I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
So when you was up here talking to them two women, bro, I was like, man, they everything you saying is going in one ear out the other. You understand me? But you taking it in because that's what men do. But see, you just learned. Yeah. Next time,
We ain't
next
we ain't meant
situation.
we ain't
Go
meant
ahead,
to
Rod.
understand each other. Opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? We ain't meant to understand each other. Now, what I'm saying, as far as you taking accountability, and that's sometimes where we gotta that type of stuff is not saying we're wrong. That type of stuff can actually ease us as men. Like, okay, I know where I was wrong. I assumed that she was gonna act a different way, and that may make you not even rock with her even more, like because she ain't who you expected her to be.
Indeed.
But in order to move past some stuff and brush shit off your shoulders, sometimes you just gotta worry about your whole actions in the whole situation and just be like, you know what, I shouldn't even did this. You know what I mean? And none of this probably would have happened. But since it did happen, I'm glad I seen what I needed to see. And now I know how to move. Everybody ain't meant to be in your life forever, bro.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
sometimes we get so hung up on what the other person is doing to us and they jabbing at us and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And we forget to just sit back and look at what we could have did different and be like, oh, okay. Even if somebody's wrong, you can understand what's going on now a little bit better when you understand what you did. And like I said, that's not saying you're wrong. That's saying that you're paying attention to the fact that you may have assumed because you thought that y'all rocked together like that she would have reacted a whole different way, because she probably has reacted to other people a different way. But when we're on this shit, everybody get different reactions. I get it all the time. You know what I mean? Some people get reacted to this way. I get reacted to another way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Stoody,
But
did you say you came over to Streets panel to let your voice be heard? Is that what you're trying to do over here? Like using him as a what's the word? Common platform or equal or unbiased platform? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. Well, the initial conversation was going to be a clarification that there was no problems and no issues, and that I still had love and respect for her, and I still want to do the debate. So if that's what she want to do, let's do it. That was what our whole life was supposed to be
But
before the continued disrespect and the continued narrative bending that happened.
well, if you wanted somebody to hear this, ain't nobody gonna hear this from over here, bro. This is a baby channel. Hey man,
Oh,
y'all turning me to a
Oh,
man, bro.
facts. Let's talk about
Oh,
it. It's a
hey,
motherfucking baby
facts.
channel, nigga.
Maybe that's the
Oh,
point, though.
facts.
And
It's
I'll
just
give
a
you
baby
that, but
channel,
maybe
man.
that's the point. Maybe that disproves her narrative that I'm clout chasing. Because I could have
I
went.
don't
She got
think
a
you
lot of
belong
enemies,
clout
bro.
chasing.
Nah,
She got a lot of
they gonna
enemies.
say street clout chasing. It's the narrative
Yeah,
off
that's
you
the
on
that's
that
the narrative. I'm the clout chaser. I'm somebody in
because he a
real life. I
baby.
don't. Yeah.
And I don't
I
have a
told
dog in
him
this race. I
literally.
just like puzzles. I like to figure out situations or help figure out situations. That shit just kind of fun to me. But I don't have a dog in this race at all. You know what I mean? I truly think it was just a misunderstanding of who each other thought each other was. Once again, it goes back to that's why everybody need to quit thinking
And
they as
I
close as
feel
they
like
are on this shit.
a lot of her supporters, even with this is just my opinion, people can take it or leave it. I think a lot of her supporters are very toxic and yes people, and they don't leave room for alternative thoughts. They are turning. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. But
And even cut it out.
yeah. Let me chill out because I almost said something that's really gonna
But I
get
think
shit done.
I'll say this. I think that the thing is, and maybe this, you know what I mean, because it's a new space for her and it's a newfound thing for her. Um and when people first start getting into that, we know how the talk is when they first have that enlightenment, right? And a lot of the times too, the people on the outside of that we feel some type of way when people start saying something now against us. So we people automatically have questions. But I believe that we all can be cool with all different types of fucking beliefs. You know what I mean? Like, don't nobody know what the fuck I believe in. You know what I mean? Half of the people that's here right now, we all don't know what each other believe in. We all like different shit. We all have different preferences on a lot of different shit. We
and
might
look,
agree,
that's
we might not
fine.
agree, but we still should be able to be cool at the end of all that shit. It shouldn't have to be um strictly because you're not this, but I think when it comes down to the religion aspect of it, that's always a hard, complicated shit because people truly believe sometimes that if you're not with this and you against it, then I can't really have you around my space. You know what I'm saying? I think people really
And
believe
sometimes
that.
that is the case.
Yeah.
But see,
Sometimes people's belief drive them to rid themselves of everything. I guess, whatever. I don't subscribe to it all, but
and that's fine. But so why does that make me a demon and a traitor if I'm acknowledging that your path is not my path, but I still love you?
So
I hear
can I
that.
just say? Can I say this? Like, listen. And what you did was you did. Excuse me. You just did take accountability for it. But this is the thing. Stop. Even though that those names you were called, you know you're not that. So don't
Mm-hmm.
take it so personal. Because again, what throughout anything, especially when it comes to religion, that's why I don't touch on it. I always tell people I'm spiritual because I was brought up in what I consider a cult, which is Jehovah Witnesses, right? So this is the thing. When it comes to talking about any type of spiritual or even religion, everybody is going to have their own stance on things because, and then we got to go outside of the box. Not everything that she says I'm going to agree with, but you got to remember she's being attacked from so many different ways because of how she came in here and how she's doing things. So on the flip side to her, everybody is going to be the op or the demon, but you know you're not that. And however you choose, because I believe in some instances, even if you don't watch whatever content she put out there, you still will support in some type of way. You may, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that that's what you're gonna do. But what I want you to do is just take the take the personal part out of it. You know you're not a demon. You know you're not a switch hitter because you just said all the things that you stood by her for, and they were wrong. That didn't have nothing to do with spirituality. That just had everything to do with making content up here. So sometimes, a lot of times, and I have to do it too because I'm the same age, just a little bit older than Street, but he said the same thing. I've always been an outspoken, upfront person, and I talk when I shouldn't. So it's just some things is just better left unsaid. And I'm speaking. I came up here as a woman, not to
Mhm.
come at you because you had everybody else stating their opinions. I'm coming in as a neutral person, but at the same time, what you said in her chat, you didn't need to say it because if you know that you're not for this actual realm, just Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Okay, I see you switched up. You don't have to say that, but you could stay in the bushes, give her up like and keep it moving. I do it to a lot of people all the time. If they speaking on something I don't want to listen to, and I support them in that way, up like keep it going. And that's all I wanted to say. But you did the biggest thing, which was take accountability. You didn't know she was gonna respond that way, and that's the thing. We're not gonna never know how someone else is gonna be feeling, and when they decide to speak on how they feel, sometimes we can't take it personal because that's their feelings. Just like you didn't expect her to take it personal when you said, I still rock with you, but I don't rock with this content. So it's the same thing if you really look at it. So I just wanted to put that into perspective. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
hi
I
guys.
a
Man,
hundred
Hi
salute to
percent
Sonia.
Lena.
Hi
respect
everybody
that.
on the panel. My bad.
Salute, Lena.
Salute,
Appreciate you
Lena.
for
No,
that,
that's that
Queen.
goddess energy
Salute,
you
salute.
brought in. I really dig what you said, and maybe
Brought
I
that
do need to
balance.
learn how to shut the fuck up. I mean yes, I
Look,
do.
check it out. Not that anybody could
You
shut
know what's
anybody
crazy?
up,
Ain't
but
No,
nobody
bro,
nobody
I
gonna
want.
can.
remember this part of
I,
the conversation. Nobody's gonna remember this end part of the
no,
conversation, the actual resolution. Nobody's gonna remember that. They still gonna talk about the narrative that was created originally. Nobody's gonna remember this part of this shit.
well, maybe you need to put this shit on private and go chop this video up and put it out in little segments.
Or put it on private and keep it the way it is. So when somebody do try to come up and debunk whatever we were talking about, you have your information on hand and you know what was said and what wasn't said. But at the same time, it all goes back to We really don't care what they took out of it, as long as we're building and we're coming to a conclusion of understanding, and that's just all we need. I honestly feel that way, because a lot of
Yeah.
times when we look onto anybody page, a lot of the things we're not going to understand, and a lot of us do pick at it because we don't want to be open-minded. In order for you to get understanding of anything, your mind has to be open in some type of capacity. And again, it's okay to disagree with another person. That doesn't make you a bad individual or not even supporting that person. It makes you an individual that have your own free thinking and critical thinking, and you just want to understand where the next person coming from. That's why I don't mind asking questions, because I don't feel like no question is a stupid question. If you don't understand where the person is coming from, fuck a narrative. I want to understand where you coming from, because you can
And
spin
if
a
you don't
narrative
rock
all
with,
day
and if you
long.
don't rock with me for saying it, then okay, I'm gonna just move on.
And that's it. And that's the
Mhm.
point. Like, get your point across. And as long as it sit well within you, then you did what you did your job. You know, that's
Yeah.
just how I feel about it.
Look, there's a
And
lot of shit I don't say on YouTube, a lot in chats and stuff. Sometimes
Yeah.
I type it out and then I erase it after. Well, Street, no, I'll be talking to him like, man, I was gonna say this shit, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Because not
exactly.
everybody
That's a
can
fact.
take things the right way, and not everybody reads in the stuff the right way all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's understandable, because I could say something a certain way. You know what I mean? Like I could say more than, and you might think I'm saying then instead of than. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
like that
And
tomato world.
so, and I'm gonna just
Yeah.
say this because I'm at work, and I'm gonna leave y'all off this notion. I'm a female. And when you have a male energy that's rocking with you and always showing you love, when you do have a difference of opinion, we get into our feelings more times out of nine, because we're more emotional than men. So again, some of us are harder, some of us are softer. When you get that response, it's because
Hold up.
we're hurt in the interim too, because we don't understand where you're coming from. So at the end of the day, I think both of y'all have valid points. Y'all just need to come to an understanding. And even if y'all don't get there, as long as you figured out where your understanding is at, Sturdy, just stand on it. I'm a subscriber to all you guys. I love you all. We all not gonna see eye to eye. Prince, I'm definitely coming up here, because when this fucking Queens battle go off, oh my god, I'm rooting for the chicks. Even though Charlie, we grew up together. God bless his grandmother. She just had a birthday. But at the end of the day, we all got a voice. You just got to know how to use it. And all of us is not gonna. I don't think nobody's opinion is wrong, and I don't think it could be right at a certain time either. It's just all in the matter of
Right.
how you digest what you get out of the message, and that's it. And a lot of times, if people listen to the message instead of the messenger, we'll get further along in life instead of staying closed in on one box. That's it. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going
That's a
back in the
fact.
chat, and I'm gonna continue building with y'all.
Salute,
Appreciate
Lena.
I
that.
appreciate
Appreciate the
you.
energy.
Alrighty.
Appreciate it.
Very
Like
well.
my experiment,
Conversation
right?
and fire panel,
On
bro.
this channel, right? Appreciate it. My experiment on this channel, right? Where y'all know I give shows different names and shit, right? It was a gauge. I can tell who fucks with what. It's to give people an option, right? Everybody don't come for the battle rap shit. Everybody don't come for Generation X radio. Everybody don't come to the block talk shit. Everybody don't come to spin my block. But certain people like certain shit. You know what I mean? Certain people got certain shit that they like. Some people just watch fucking critical thinking and don't fuck with anything else.
Spin the block, nigga. Ain't nobody coming to spin your block.
I did,
And nobody
I'm
I
gonna
come to
stop.
did
critical.
here.
Nobody come to
Always
critical
trying to
thinking because you're doing the shit at 2 a.m.
heck with these niggas. You see what I gotta go through? Y'all see this shit?
Who's
Y'all
critically
see this
thinking
shit?
at that time of morning? Nigga, I'm just getting up
Hey,
for
I
work.
love critical
See
thinking.
this
Y'all
shit?
ain't about to down critical thinking. I love critical
Thank
thinking.
you, Stoody. Thank you, Stoody.
For real. That's like the new Tom Jordan for me. So y'all need to chill out on that. I love
You know what I'm
critical
saying?
thinking.
That's like Dice. He
These
always
niggas.
do his shit at 4 a.m. I wake up to a notification. I'm like, damn, 3 hours ago, that was 4 a.m.
Hey, the fucked up thing is Street seems to show up no matter what time I'm there. I go live. Like that nigga don't sleep.
Yeah, blood don't sleep.
I'll be there.
Oh, I don't sleep. Bro. I got a sleeping disorder. I fall asleep during the day and shit. I don't sleep good. What's up, Diva? What's good, sis?
Hey Street, hey Stoody. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Diva?
Chilling. Chilling. I'm just up here just in case somebody want to, say something to me.
That voice every time. I say that much.
I'm sorry.
I said your voice get me every time. I say that much.
Oh, no, what it? Never mind. Anybody up here? Any bloods want to address me?
What's popping, blood at?
What's
No,
good?
nobody else. I'll just sit here.
Am I in the middle of a gang war or something?
I'll just sit here. Street, leave me alone. I'll just sit here for a couple, seconds. Hey, Dice, how you doing?
Diva, you coming up here set tripping or what? Up here set tripping and shit.
Oh, all right. I just want to. How you doing, Dice? How's everything?
It's good. Nigga, I told you it wasn't on that. Nigga, I'm speaking to Stoody. Your ass come up here set tripping, nigga. Street. Tell it, hey, Street, tell her I just text your ass when she said drop the link. I said, oh, here come Diva. I'm out, blood.
What the hell happened? Where did this nigga go? Where did this nigga go?
Oh, that was me that was gone for a minute.
Oh, there you go. I was about to say, what the hell?
Yeah, somebody dropped off.
He dropped off to get back on so he could be sitting right there. Yes.
You see how I did that? Right?
Here this nigga go.
Oh.
Get out. Oh, okay.
Street, shut your ass up, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna holler at you off the phone playing games, nigga. Be in your city, nigga. I'm gonna pull up.
That is so.
Why? Who?
On this nigga Street. That nigga always eat. That nigga play too much.
That is so cute.
What's so cute?
I'm just saying.
Oh no, honey. Not like what you mean cute? Like what? Oh, like a brother and sister cute?
Y'all beside it. Yeah, y'all beside each other.
Yeah, yeah. So Dice.
What's up?
How's everything? I know I asked already, but how's it going?
Good. Everything good. How's everything with you?
I haven't seen you around. I mean, did something happen?
I'm there.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, he's there.
Street. Am I there?
He's there.
Oh, you're there. You're there where?
There.
I'm
in
always
the clouds
there.
or the bushes. Oh,
you know I'm there. You say I'm there half the time.
Oh, I do.
I be catching your little insinuations.
Oh, you be listening close. You be listening closely, huh?
Hey, I'm like Bill Cosby. I just listen for my name.
Oh, pudding pops.
No, I'm just all, you know what I'm saying? I still do the same thing I've always done. Ain't nothing changed. I ain't changed nothing.
Okay. Well, it was good.
Like you said, just because people don't see Dice, don't get it fucked up. He squad. I heard you.
I gotta get my pop.
Oh, you be in the bushes, huh? But is it true? Did I lie?
Nah, I fucks with you.
Oh, okay. Well,
but that would kind of my point of this whole situation. Like, you fall out with people that should like if me and Street is getting into a fight with somebody and I know he wrong about something, I still got his back. I'm gonna ride with him. And then when we get back over here after that shit's done, I'm gonna let him know where he wrong at. But it wasn't like I stopped the whole situation when he was about to get into it with somebody and was like, hey man, I gotta side with them. You wrong. Sometimes things are better left unsaid. Like in
I'm
our
gonna be
situation.
honest with y'all, right? You know what? One of the things that compelled me to say something.
What's that?
Is when she first started. One of her comments was, "Anybody who is against Christ, I can't rock with." I took that to the chin.
I hear that.
All the stuff that she was saying leading up to, like, I even skipped a couple videos. I believe it was like one or two videos that I didn't listen to.
But you know what, Stoody? Let me tell you. Every Sunday, my grandparents took me to church, and Sister Pearl sung that same song. This is the day that the Lord has made. You know that song?
Damn, did we go to the same church?
You was stalking me back then too?
No, we had the same shit going on with this lady singing that same song.
This is the day that the Lord has. You know that Stoody?
No, I don't.
I said, Stoody, you know that song?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't.
All right, listen, I know this is a serious topic. I couldn't help it. I just wanted to see. But you know what? I did hear your what you had to say, Dice, and maybe that can be true. But sometimes you got to always think about the other person too. Okay.
Mhm.
So even when it comes to this situation, even though you might have strong feelings about certain situations, you always want to take in consideration the other person.
Exactly.
Oh, exactly.
That's that was my whole. That's been my whole point, Diva.
Oh.
Just like when
why you take my wrench?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. I was just I didn't know. I thought
I never did.
Oh,
I lost one, but I didn't take yours. The way others feel ain't the way I gotta feel.
But I mean, a wrench. I mean, it didn't matter because you still was there supporting, right?
Mm-hmm.
You heard all my streams. Okay, you solid then. I think. I don't know. Are you?
What happened? Well, never mind about that. That's personal conversation. No, it's personal conversation. Well, it's not nothing bad or nothing, but it was just a conversation we wasn't having online, so it's no need to talk about.
Oh, okay.
It was a good conversation though.
Oh, perfect. So does anybody have any? Oh, that's right. This is all about Stoody. Well, a Stoody.
Nah, this is I'm just in the stands.
Sometimes we can, even though I was just joking around and said, this is your show. I don't have to be in favor of anybody, and I'm just going to just tell you, how I feel about a lot of things. We can have our strong opinions about a lot of things and everything like that, but sometimes we can't make it all about us. Sometimes you got to look at things and be like, listen, let them do them and I do me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. That's how. Yeah.
And sometimes it'll work itself out.
Yeah.
People jump the gun too fast.
That's more shade. That's more
no,
shade.
No, not at all.
You see what I'm going through, Street? You see what I'm going through?
Not at all. If anything, it highlights shit like that. Nobody knows things or anything like that, and it's just sort of mends back together. Because if you truly support and you truly rock with somebody, then that's what it's just gonna be.
Okay.
Love for somebody don't just go away like that. It don't just end in an hour.
Love is also understanding.
It is also understanding.
Yeah. I heard that word used, even though I was like trying to tune it out, because I was doing a lot of things at once, and I was trying to tune it out, but I couldn't. Stoody, you use love a lot. So here's my thing. Love is understanding, and it is, got to compromise sometime, and it might be uncomfortable and all of that stuff. But if you truly love, and these people are your friends or whatever like that, you have to accept them for them. If not, then you just remove yourself, and that's just that. It's a lot of people I'm not comfortable with, and I remove myself, and that's just it. And even in my personal life, you know what I'm saying? So, but love is understanding. And so if you cannot if you don't want them to understand you, then yeah.
Shit, I love people in my family that I don't fuck with at all. I love the fact that we understand that we don't fuck with each other.
This is the thing. People think that I personalized her becoming a Christian, and I didn't. I think she personalized me not rocking with the Christ narrative as personal. Am I wrong for saying that?
No,
I'll give you an example of what
let's get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is because I said I don't want to watch this content. And what is her content right now? She's pushing Christianity. Despite all of the knowledge that she has, that she's been teaching, she's deciding to backtrack and now demonize everything that she known. And because I don't, not only do I not believe in that doctrine, but I also don't respect that switcheroo like that. But because I care about you as a person, I'm going to acknowledge that we are on different paths, and I'm letting you know that I still rock with you, but I'm not with this. And it would be fake, and it was killing me. All of the stuff that when she was talking, what she was saying, for me not to say it. And I finally just like, I have to say this.
But Stoody,
Like,
that's what that one lady was trying to tell you. If you said that publicly, you could have said that off the, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. I don't know if y'all speak like that or whatever, but that's what that lady was up here trying to tell you. That
okay, but I was thinking because we are both intellectuals and intelligent that that wouldn't have been taken personal. I understand that that was my mistake of thinking that she was the type of person that she's not. I guess Cynthia is not Ashe Divine. Ashe Divine has tough skin. She can debate. She'll do, she'll go head up, win, lose, or draw. Cynthia don't. And I respect that. So what I know what I'm gonna do moving forward, I'm just gonna just not care. Like I never even I haven't even unsubscribed from her channel. Even right now, I'm still subscribed to her channel. It's deeper for her than it is for me. And I know that because of the disrespect. This is the difference between me and Cynthia. When people were asking sexual inappropriate questions, I checked them. I keep reiterating it's not a beef. I still have love and respect. When people were disrespecting me, she did the complete opposite. So was I really bro? Was I ever bro? By your actions, no, I wasn't. I feel like maybe you thought I was just a follower and that I was never going to say anything.
Well,
But
were you guys friends? I'm so sorry for
not me.
interrupting. Were you guys friends, Stoody? Like real life friends?
I will say we've had some personal conversations.
Okay. Well, I understand kind of from a woman's perspective. And I'm not, being biased whatsoever. Okay. But I will say this. It has been times when, okay, I'll use Dice as an example. He has come in my chat and gotten on me about something. And I had to, literally say from my platform, like I went off. Why? Because that's something that I felt like Dice could have said to me behind the scenes. It has been several things that have taken place within in the public by the wolf pack, and I went the fuck nuts. Why? Because this is something that you could have said to me behind the scenes. And so even though I know where you're coming from, like what difference does it make? You should be able to take it. This is, whatever. No, not all the time. Yeah, I could take it from somebody else because I don't know them like that, and they don't know me. They're not in my comfort zone, so I have to give them this opportunity to be able to do this. But when it comes from you, it's a little bit more sincere. It's a little, you know what I'm saying, and so a little bit more delicate, if you will. And so, like I said, trust me, I am not being biased whatsoever. Whatsoever, but I'm just giving you what's realistic, only because I've been in that situation before. So I hope it helps. If it doesn't, I don't care. Listen, I have to drop down. Student,
No,
you welcome to
I
the
don't
pack.
think like a woman. So
yeah,
you and Lena breaking it down the way that y'all do, like it is giving me a better understanding and perspective. But I promise you, I have no problem outside of me personally feeling like you demonizing intelligence is just not not cool in the fact that you're letting people disrespect me in a way that I would never let people disrespect her. Even after this live, which I will never talk about her ever again. I don't give a fuck if edits come out. I don't give a fuck if people have panels about this panel. I will never say anything about Cynthia ever again. But it's just like the disrespect that she's allowing to happen, like towards me, is just showing me exactly the type of person she is. And the fact that she blocked me and could not have the conversation, that we wouldn't even, if she never blocked me, this panel wouldn't have happened. Because of this conversation, I wouldn't have been having it with Nene and Global and people in the chat. I would have had it with her.
But
so
see, if I'd have been
blocked,
I'd have just. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
I'm so sorry. You contacted Street to, just wanting his opinion, and you wanted to voice your opinion publicly, or I don't know what happened between you guys.
I came to Street because he is a neutral person. He was a neutral person between me and her. I was going to clarify that I have no problems with her personally or anything, and I was going to say I accept your challenge to the debate, and if you want to debate, let's do it. If not, I still love you, and let's just part ways. That was what this stream was originally going to be until the other disrespect that happened today.
Until Street got trigger happy with the link.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get down, but I was in a similar situation. Street is also neutral when it comes to all of us. When it comes to the pack, when it comes to Dice and myself, and we've gotten into it. Yeah, we've gotten into it, but I'm just gonna say this. Stoody, when him and I got into it, actually I was the one at fault, because even though I didn't say that many names, I snapped the fuck out on my platform, which was uncalled for. Okay. I realized that. All right. And so I went crazy, snatching wrenches, blocking, and doing all kinds of stuff. All right. But the difference is between, and I have to use Dice. Lord knows his ego don't be struck.
I'm just saying you did it right though, because still nobody knew nothing until we're talking about it.
You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. You think it's easy to be this Stoody? You think it's easy to be this guy, friend?
I can't say shit. But no, you did it right though, because nobody knew. You just vented, and the people that needed to know heard it. It wasn't like everybody could say.
That was uncalled for. I'll listen. I don't have a problem. I'm not no bitch ass nigga. Like, I can take my shit, and I can take accountability easy. You know what I mean? And that's being real heavy. I'm dead serious. I don't have a problem with that. Shut up, Street. So yeah, I like literally had a nervous breakdown in the public. Okay, crying and everything, because I was hurt, and a lot of people had hurt me, and so, but I was looking at it selfishly. Do I still think the other party could whatever? But listen, that's between them and whoever they serve or whoever. All right. The point is this: when I went through it with him, guess what? Street was the middleman. Street and I, we talked about it, and then I don't know if him and Dice did, but I'm pretty sure they did. But Dice didn't fire up alive. And neither did I. And I don't surround myself around people that do shit like that. Like, I just not saying you. I just want you to hear, like, because sometimes what I say could be offensive, but I mean no harm. I'm just going to give it to you raw. Okay, that's just it. It's the public shit is just it's very distasteful, no matter who does it first. I don't, so me and Dice never did that. I think people will be surprised if we spoke publicly about how we probably could feel, because people will be like, what? Y'all too? Yeah. But I went to his channel. He's in my bushes. Did he troll me? I don't know. Did you troll me?
Nah.
That'll be some nut ass shit.
Nah, you came to my channel right after that. Came up on the panel.
I come as myself, nigga. Kicking the door, waving the 4-4.
Hey,
you Diva don't hit me no more.
Let me ask you this. If people
All right,
see,
I'm out, y'all. I gotta cook this man dinner. Fire be, you know, husbandless like these bitches. See y'all. Bye, Stoody.
peace.
Appreciate you.
Would you have allowed people to disrespect her though? When she
Allow
was
people to
doing that?
disrespect too.
Nah,
Would you
nah,
have
Neither.
when y'all were going? Yeah, when y'all were going through what y'all was going through.
Well, I
Would
already told you. I already told you in my chat. It don't matter if I rock with a person or not. I don't allow people in my chat to just side with me. If you got your own personal grievance towards that person, that's one thing. But you comment on the content, not when I'm welling on somebody. But at the same time, I don't have one video going. Well, I do have one video, and that was a real short video that I made to Hassan Campbell one day. But other than that, I have no videos going at people that came at me. If I can't get in touch with them in the background, I just quietly remove myself, man. And that's just the type of person I am. It's not that anybody's no hoe or nothing like that, man. I just ain't got time to subscribe to shit like that. I don't allow people to live rent free in my head like that at all, man. I'm a Gemini, so it's out of sight, out of mind, bro.
Yeah.
If I dismiss you, you dismissed. Some people I don't dismiss. I just bow out quietly and let them gather their thoughts. And if it's meant to be like that, we meant to be cool with each other, then it'll bring itself back around, man. I don't force shit. Some people jump the gun too fast sometimes. We see that a lot, especially on YouTube. People will be in here and then leave off of here and go make a video, not even finishing the whole live, seeing what the conclusion may be. That's jumping the gun.
Oh no, I made sure that I watched the conclusion, and that's why I wanted to talk like this. Okay, this particular live was at the spur of the moment, but I've been trying to figure out how I feel about the whole situation with people talking shit about me and all that stuff. Like, what people don't know was I was driving I just made a 20-hour trip on the highway. So all this shit is going on. I'm getting talked about and shit, and I'm like, I'm tired as fuck. I'm tired of driving, yada yada yada. I'm trying to get my mind. All this shit is going on. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, being pissed off is no way to be traveling. Can't even listen to your music right.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what the fuck is these people talking about me like that for? It wasn't even. It wasn't. It's not even what she said until today. It wasn't what she said. It was her agreeing with what other people were saying. But then now today. But if Crown G really set something up to where we can talk, I promise you, y'all will never hear me talk about this shit again. I actually got another lecture coming up on November 11th that I'm going to be more worried about. And I got some big shit coming as far as like the knowledge goes and shit like that. So that's going to be my focus. And I was actually thinking about taking a break from social media. And I think that this is like the straw that broke the camel's back because I'm not that much of an internet nigga. Like,
hey, y'all see me. I take breaks after every video I do. I'll be gone for a week or two.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna slide a little bit on the content because this shit ain't even.
But sometimes this shit ain't for everybody. Not saying that it's not for everybody in someday. Sometimes you got to get yourself together to be able to deal with a lot. Because I wanted to get on YouTube maybe 3 or 4 years before I ever actually did it. Because if I would have got on before, I'd be in an entanglement with the rest of YouTube beefing and shit because I was a different person before I got my mind right and set out for what I wanted to do. And I'm still not doing what I want to do because I'm not all the way ready. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm not pushing my channel to blow up so fast because I don't want to have 100,000 people in a damn chat watching me if I'm not ready to handle that shit. You dig what I'm saying? So sometimes it's just about having proper panel etiquette and stuff like that, proper content etiquette, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, but, I understand coming off of this whole conversation is that you can't treat YouTube relationships the same way as you treat regular relationships because I could say like I kind of get it now. Like I can say like, well, if I didn't love and care about you, I wouldn't be honest with you. But
Yeah, I used
if
to rap,
it's
Chief.
live, I could kind of see how like it's like whoa, like why you got to do that? Like I get it, even though I don't necessarily agree with it. I understand. I'm leaving this with understanding. Best believe, Street, you did what you sought out to do with the resolution because I honestly understand why
Well, that's what Diva
everything
said.
happened.
You know, if you love somebody, then love come with understanding, not agreement, but understanding. It's okay to agree to disagree, especially with your people,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
because I damn sure
Yep.
don't agree with shit this nigga Street be on.
And
And
you
that's
can
my,
Well,
but
love
that's
somebody.
my
neither
blood. That's my
neither
blood,
one
and I
of these
love you.
motherfuckers. Neither
You
one of
can
these
love somebody
motherfuckers
and
do.
they not love you the same too. So you got to
Yeah.
Yeah,
realize that too.
That's true.
yeah. Don't expect always what you giving out. Sometimes people need to see certain shit to understand how much they actually love you too. Maybe you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's wired different,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
But I don't think there should be any beef or any
Yeah, that's
feud or
fact.
nothing like that, man. If it's a separation, then let that be it. I mean, shit. I'm always ready to tune in to a debate. If a debate is to happen on some friendly stuff, then that's cool. But if you guys just see that you guys' relationship is going two different ways, then maybe it's just best to
Well,
separate. But I don't
I
think
honestly,
beef between y'all would be wise.
I might just do the same information I was going to do within the debate, but not have it a debate. I don't think it would be wise if we are going to mend whatever relationship at whatever capacity. Go hard, and my job is to destroy and emotionally manipulate whoever I'm going up against. So I don't want to do that with her. But I will say this: I will Street you getting all the clips. I am going to do a public apology if I hurt your feelings or if I made you feel like I didn't care or I was abandoning you, because that was not my intent. And I will work on how I
This
interact with YouTube and interact with my words. I will I will use this as a learning experience, and I don't hate you. I still rock with you. You still sis, whether you believe in Christ or not. I'm not going to listen to that type of content, but I promise you, it's nothing but love and respect. And that's all I gotta say. Like I don't have nothing else to say.
Yeah. I can dig it. And you know, understanding everything that's going on surrounding that particular situation, that change can be what it is, and it can always can be perceived some type of way when um it comes to something like this. But again, it wasn't able to actually be what it was supposed to be. So everybody basing it off of what it ended up being because of a narrative that was created before the show actually started. It wasn't able to you wasn't able to actually live in the space that you wanted to be in to do it originally. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunate. So if Crown G can actually cultivate that situation and have that happen, I think that would be a good thing, because I don't think it has to be separation because we have different belief systems. I believe we all do, even within worshiping. You know what I mean? People that's under the same belief system worship differently. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's that, and sometimes it can be perceived some type of way when we are speaking some way. And a lot of times we can't like I know there's certain people I can't coexist with. Our views are too different, right? But um because of certain things I'll still show support even if I can't really coexist with that person. But in this situation I hope it can be resolved, and things can be what it is, because it ain't gotta be about that at the end of the day. It don't have to be about what it seemed that it was made about at the beginning of this, because it wasn't that. And that's the main thing for Stoody that
That
I'm trying to be clear on. It wasn't that for him. It was not that for him. It wasn't about that for him
right.
at all.
Well, so let me say something real quick, Street. Also, the balance came in. If you notice, the balance of it all came in because I mean, we could say how we feel. We give him that man approach and stuff. Now, earlier, he got the approach from a few women from over there with him in that family, right?
Yeah.
Which was understandable also. But we, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
We got all different aspects of this whole resolution because then after that, the guys came up, talked to him, gave him that man aspect, and then here comes the balance. The females that
Mhm.
come up that have no dog in the fight at all, coming from the female perspective again, from the outside looking in, and all of the parts of this stream was needed, even though we like, man, it's not where it was supposed to go, but it was actually a diamond in the rough. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you always end up where you're supposed to be at. Always.
Right. So everybody
Yeah,
was needed. So
yeah.
Yeah,
So
and it turned out to be a
yeah, it
bad.
was
And I think
definitely a
people thought it was going to turn out to be a a bashing live, where everybody was just going to come up here and talk about whatever and f this and f. I think people expected the normal, typical YouTube shit. I don't know why, being as though you was involved and I was involved, but I think that's just what people are used to. That's that
yeah.
project thing again, because that's based off of past experiences. We all try to predict the future off of past events. It's not always
But
fair, but it's the thing that we all do. We all guilty of that shit.
right. But everybody from beginning to end, every whether we agree or not, everybody acted like adults. So that was awesome.
That's a fact.
yeah,
That's a fact.
yeah. It was no personal disrespect.
It
You
wasn't
know.
at all from nobody. There was a we. I mean, we got a little crunk. We threw a few shots on our own opinions, but it wasn't nothing disrespectful to anybody. So that was cool.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
That
I
that
and
And
that's
and,
what's
I
and
hope this can. I ain't
oh,
trying to be
okay.
all corny and shit, but
He got quiet. I thought I was
no,
gonna have to say
I
and
was just gonna say I
scene.
hope this can be an example. Right? No, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I hope this can be an example of how people can like resolve issues with intelligence, and when it all comes down to it, we all black, we all content creators, we all just trying to do our thing. So everybody's spiritual journey is their own, and I'm gonna start minding my goddamn business. But I got some shit coming, y'all. So Street, I'll let you take over.
Misunderstandings
And
come from two people having two different ways of understanding something.
yeah. I appreciate you, young king. I hope everybody, you know what I mean, that I appreciate everybody that participated in this. I'm glad that everybody, that came up to speak and talk to Stoody actually spoke to him and not at him. You know what I mean? Because that is important when we're trying to help somebody or teach a life lesson, because that's kind of sort of what this is. Even though this shit is on YouTube, it was a life lesson.
Hey, I'm gonna fall back, blood, and let you two close out. Salute to
Salute,
everybody.
blood. No, I'm gonna get up with you.
salute.
I'm gonna let you have some closing words, Stoody. I'm gonna put you up on the hold on. I ain't never done this
Hey,
before.
I
Let me
know we
fuck it up.
supposed to be leaving on some positive notes, but I love and respect Cynthia Rose. Okay, whatever part of her journey is her journey, and I will never be involved with any disrespect with her. But everybody who has something negative to say about me can go fuck themselves. Because none of y'all are or will never be as intelligent as I am. None of y'all vibrate on the frequency that I am that I'm on. So like none of your opinions matter. And the best thing about Cynthia is no matter if I agree or disagree with what she's talking about, at least she's in the lead, and none of y'all know how to do that. And that's it. I'm out. I'm going to leave with love and light like I always do.
All right. So that was, I hope, the only time that a conflict resolution is done. I hope that people actually understand what was being attempted. It wasn't a bashing panel. It wasn't no clout chasing. It wasn't any of that. Wasn't any of that at all. I think at the end of the day, once we got to the end and people was able to actually talk to the young king, he actually started to understand and started to gain some understanding, because I think that's all that was needed. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody that came by, right, wrong, or indifferent. Everybody that is here for whatever reason that you're here for. Appreciate it. Everybody that joined the panel, it's appreciated. As I always say, and again, I want to make this very, very clear. If nobody's listening, for the people in the back, for the people all around, I do nothing on here for clout. I am and have always been somebody in real life. YouTube does not validate who I am. People that know me in everyday life know who I am. And I've always been that person. I don't need certain things. That's why I don't participate in certain shit. Because if I wanted to, I could kind of do it better than a few of y'all. That just happens to be a fact. But I don't. I like hip hop, and I like battle rap, and I like making people think. That's what I like to do. When somebody reaches out to me to do something for them, I obliged. And that's purely all this was. This was just for Stoody. Didn't even expect for this many motherfuckers to be here. And again, salute. I appreciate y'all. And remember, on your way out, please take some of these good vibes around to some of these other content creators, because they might just need it. And it's never about any beef or none of that shit. The Young King wasn't, and not about that. I don't know why anybody would think that, especially if it's going to be over here. But again, salute. We gone. I'll catch y'all next time.
From here on, nothing goes down unless I'm involved. No blackjack, no dope deals, no nothing. A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in. You guys got fat while everybody starved on the street. It's my turn.
You think you're gonna... They said it was all about knowledge. And now I feel like I got most of it all.
Yo,